Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Saturday, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is a really cool show. We've got a great Saturday morning plan for you, maybe afternoon, depending on where you may be. Hope that your weekend is off to a fabulous start. We've got some very special earrings today I want to tell you about. There are some yellow diamonds here, and this is really going to be a weekend centered around fancy colored diamonds. We've got a ring tomorrow that's going to blow you away. We've got some fabulous earrings here today. Now, the earrings are incredibly priced, but it's going to be a high-end earring. It's going to be a high-end earring that should be $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 ordinarily, but obviously put together special. That's why I'm letting you know about it now. So we've got a great value on yellow and white diamonds. We've had previous pieces like this. They've just never been this affordable. And I think about how many people have yellow diamond rings, maybe a pendant. You want something to go with it. Maybe you thought you could never quite spend or splurge on what would yellow diamonds cost in the retail world, or let's face it, even here, we've got you covered today. So a very exciting moment there to share with you. We've got a beautiful blue wing. It's going to be a 6-carat pluser. I also have a very important aquamarine, Sierra Santa Maria, and done up really well with an incredible mounting. Also, we're going to see some rubies on discount. We love rubies. We do specialize in rubies. We really do. It's not something we see all that often. When I say specialize, we only bring you a certain variety, and that is Burma. So we're going to bring you some Burma rubies. They're completely impossible to get anywhere else, to be honest, except for maybe auction houses. So we're very excited about those. We've got some huge blowouts on pieces that have been here way too long. So it just means we need to mark those down. We'll be doing that today on emeralds and different sapphires and great zircons and all of that. And then there's even a 140 yellow diamond. It's going to be almost 1.5 carats in an oval, set in a bridge. It's a beautiful look, not how we typically see our yellow diamond set. So hopefully somebody's looking for something a little bit different. They have that. We have got that for you. And Tanzanite earrings are here. A pendant is here as well, but all one of a kinds. That's going to be the real story of today. As usual, limited on everything, more limited. You know, these last few months, we've been more limited on jewelry than ever before. We used to have, 10, 20 items a day that would be something I could sell maybe 10 or 20 or 30 of. Really, it's just 1 or 2 a day these days. So keep that in mind as you watch the show. When you see something on the air, it is very likely that it is a one only. So, okay, you ready to get started? We got a great way to start. It's actually our Tanzanite in platinum. This is the only Tanzanite in the house that's in platinum, actually. So we'll start here. Happy Saturday. Glad you're with us. Hope you're ready to do some shopping. We've got some shopping to be done, but we also have a lot of saving to be done. So it's like shopping's a loose term because I look at it more as, well, you're saving. You're saving a bundle on everything we put up here for you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we even have some diamond earrings that match the ring that was the designer diamond ring y'all loved the other day. So we'll have that too. And here is 112-8674, and it is quite the tansy. Look at that. It's interesting. It's platinum and it's a 77 point. They're calling it a cushion. It really does have very subtle cushion corners. I would say it's more kind of looks like an oval, especially the way that all the platinum is wrapping around it. Now, it's our 77 pointer with 16 points in diamonds, and it's going to be a very affordable idea to get us started. And please get requests in. I hope you always know we love requests more than anything else. I would really enjoy showing you whatever it is that you might have missed out on, or maybe you're needing a second look at something, maybe a third look, maybe a fourth look. They say you got to see it 7 times. Well, that always made a lot of sense until you realize, well, typically we got one onlys, they go right away. So it's just, again, you got to be a little urgent on the phone lines here with all the one-of-a-kinds we deal with, not to mention the amazing values. But if there is anything we can find for you, or certainly some leftovers from last night, they would be right here ready to go. So easy to show you. Glad to do that. But here we are with a very special tansy. It's our 77 point, and it's going to be a really, really good value because that's what we do here. And it's really exciting to see with the diamonds at 16 points. There are some scattered in the prong settings, some pave on the other side. We look at, it does stay in platinum, so again, we're going to be without a light today as usual, so please just keep that in mind, is that pieces are going to look a little bit more shadowy than they usually do, but it's the same great quality. We didn't change up everything for this morning. It's just going to be a little different lighting scenario here today, so keep that in mind. But that's going to be our beautiful Tanzanite. You can see how rich and saturated. It's got a lot of red flashes as well, and this one's going to be a great value. It's $91,000, and I'm sorry I put that size on my finger. I shouldn't have. It's too small, but it's going to take me an extra second to get that off for you. But there you go. That's not even $9.99. Better value on the way. I see a little speckled top there, so let me get that polished up, because Tanzanite's one of those blessed stones. It doesn't have inclusions. It's like the perfect stone. Like, it doesn't. It's like that, that girl that doesn't need makeup. All that good stuff. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be that girl. That natural beauty. But here we are. It's not really. I wasn't blessed with that, but here we go. This is going to be 77 points, and we're going to make it very affordable. How about $888 instead? And then we got a roll. We've got some diamond hoops that we have for you as well. Again, beautiful yellow diamonds are here. That's really our top of the hour, really our show special. They are quite limited, so even though we may have more than one, not going to be something we have a ton of. And then we do have, did bring out a copper bearing stone if you've been waiting on those purple paraibas. Do have a great one discounted for you. Some Alexandrite is here, a yellow sapphire, so something unusual for September's birthstone. And oh, you know what else is here? The citrine. I had one the other night. Kind of fascinating here. I wish they would have told me we had another one somewhere, but apparently y'all remember the rose ring? Everyone was fighting over it. I've got the identical ring. So either the person who picked it up said no thanks, or we found another one in the vault, and that's more likely. So if you remember that rose citrine, we've got it. So it's here. And I know how many of you missed out just the other evening, and I don't have names. I didn't usually if I have a name or a customer number of who missed out, I would let you know in advance. I didn't get all that information the other night. So again, if you want to call me right now because you missed out on that rose carved citrine the other day, and I'm trying to think if it was Wednesday or Thursday or maybe even last week, doesn't matter. You know who you are, so call us quickly so you can get in on what will be the last one there. So then there's a big aqua here as well. We'll move right along. We've got some cool hoops on the way. These are I had to bring them out because the other day I had a whole wheel of some great diamond rings. They were diamonds in yellow gold, and there was a ring that everybody really liked more than the others, and it was the one that looked exactly like this hoop. It was that band with diamonds side to side in the pave, and it was gone very, very quickly. Well, here's 7850, the hoop to match. Just figured, well, in case you're out there and going, I would love that in that hoop, kind of that pyramid stud detailing that you have. Here it is, 33 points in diamonds. I will, you know what, let's just put them here. And you know what they also have is they have this great 5/8 of an inch, so really nice size. Also the button closure, so it's actually something you use just to, release it, and there's a locking post, so all you do is push it together and click it closed to lock it, but then to open it up, you're going to reach behind and then you get that button to release that post. So not just pulling it apart, which is just gives you some long-term integrity to the design there. And then also you see it's actually a mix of a flat versus a pyramid. Flat pyramid, so it continues throughout the front of the hoop. So from top to the very base where it turns, and then of course it's all mirror finished gold. Now it's yellow gold only like the ring was. They've got that 5/8 of an inch. Give us a call quickly. We'll make them. I know I had them a long time ago. They debuted, they were like $2,299, which is normal for everyone else, but we get to expecting a little bit different price tag here. So you guys bowed out on that $22.99 price tag when they debuted a while back. We're going to make it a lot more into that TVON frame that we love, that great value that we enjoy seeing. And why you're here today is to check out the great values. There you can see that little button release, so that's going to be where you press down right there in the back of the post. You'll never see it when it's on. You just know that that's how you press it down to open up and release what is that straight locking post. And then of course you really see the pave elements. They're going to give you such detail because of the different elevation. Again, flat and then pyramid studs. See how there are 3 pyramid studs and then 2 sections that are same kind of design with the 4 diamonds pave, but there's flat and then raised. So it just gives you a lot of interest to the hoop, and it's 5/8 of an inch, so that really special length we love that's just under 3/4, if that gives you a better idea. And here's what they look like on. Very quickly, just want to give you a quick look at, just kind of threw them on there, and there they go. So just straighten them out for you. But you can see how lovely that is. So you can get that great hoop, and we're going to make them very affordable for you right now. The first callers can get those hoops for just $999. So a big value in some gold with some diamonds right up front, and that great looking style that just gives you a solid diamond feel up front, but just does it in such a different designer way, which I think is always kind of nice. So $999 if you like those hoops. We'll go back to the close-up and take a look at the details and the design and give you a great value there. So $999, just had to bring those out. Now the ring is completely sold out from the other night, so I just wanted to show you. I mean, see, if I got to do this, like, I would have had these on the same night, If I just said, if I knew those were available, let's just bring them all out together as a set. But it's kind of funny how pieces pop up a little after the fact. But here's what we have for you. $999, great value, and we'll go ahead and get those out the door, see who's got them, and congratulations if you do. All right, so there's going to be a yellow diamond top of the hour. Well, I don't know if we're going to do them this top of the hour or more at that midway point. We know that a lot of people have to get back from those kids' sporting events and all those fabulous Saturday activities you do before the shopping, or maybe trying to get something in here, so get the errands done and taken care of so you're ready to settle in and shop. I will flash in the yellow diamond ring. And again, we'll get to that rose citrine. I want to give everyone a heads up, but it looks like that one is eligible to show to the world here. So we'll do that as well. And here we go. So I'm going to show you some big Tanzanite earrings that I know are going to be really sought after. And look at this. Oh, that's one of my favorites. You know, not every yellow diamond has to be set in a bridal style, and I'm so happy to see this one in the bridge, and that's almost 1.5 carats, where usually we know what happens when you get those bigger stones. Well, look at that color in that bridge and see how it's set up. Looks like a tension set without having any worries. I know tension sets can be a struggle as far as the security of the stone, so we made sure that that's actually really nicely mounted there, so it's nice and secure. But let's get to our Tanzanite earrings, because I know those are going to go very quickly. And it's been a request where I've told you we've had the little studs the other day, the little rounds, and they were a lot of fun. And then we've had a lot of drops, and I mean a lot. And pretty much everything we have left is a drop, except for what just came out this morning, brand new, from like straight off, like hot off the press, as they say. Here it is, 112-9313, and it's so large. It's in omega back style, and we know that's like the instant. It tells you something when there's an omega back instead of a post. It tells you that it's a bigger earring, because if it was capable to be held with a post, and this one, I thought I got all those fuzzies. I have been truly playing a game of operation with all of the polishing cloth in the prongs here, and I thought I got them all. But they're always tougher to see with the naked eye. And so forgive the fact there's some polishing cloth. You know, jewelers rushed on a Friday night trying to get out probably. But here's what we have. They look a little better. So I got most of that polishing cloth that was stuck in those prongs. But again, beautiful stones, and just want you to be able to appreciate all of that. So, you know, sometimes there's an issue with the stone. If there's ever an inherent issue with the stone, I won't show it. But if it's just a matter of like a setting's a little off or a little something stuck in a prong, well, it doesn't change the beauty or the value of the piece itself, right? And then we can just, you know, go ahead and adjust that for you. But here is what we have. One pair only. Please dial in early, because I know there have been a lot of you who saw those studs I had the other day that were really small, and you said, they're a little small for me, and then you see all the drops and go, no, I still want something closer to the ear and a button style. So this is where you get exactly that, and who knows what we're going to see. I mean, obviously blue wings, very limited in what we have left. So there's not a lot that can be produced here going forward. And when you see this one with the 542, that means that each stone is nearly 3 carats. So we're showing them early, getting you ready to go. Do not wait if you love Tanzanites in a bigger size, because this is the only that we have in the bigger size here for you. And it's 542, and we also gave the bigger diamond weight at 75 points, which you don't always get with a earring. We know that. Usually it can be a finer halo, something a little bit smaller. Not the case here. And look at those blue wings. Aren't they stunning? The same kind of, again, the red flashes you would always see. That's why you want to prioritize getting an earring here, because if you are trying to match up with something you already have here from us, it's going to really need to be that blue wing variety, and you know we don't have many left. So it's a great look. Let me show you the size here from a distance, because that's going to be the big point of interest here, is the curiosity over, okay, but how big are they? Will they work for me? Well, that's up to you, but here they are at just about, I mean, that's a ½ inch basically. And then notice how that omega, when it's sitting on a wheel, it's going to be showing. That disappears when it's actually on the ear. You're never going to see that omega backing, but what it does, it makes it really easy, because it's that flip hinge. So you just flip the hinge open, and then you've got your standard post, and then they're going to look fabulous on, which you'll see right now, and they're not going to fall forward. That's why we do the omega back. So the post is near the top of the earring, and then it's going to have that great security to keep that bigger stone and its diamond halo hoisted up, so it faces out to the world. And boy, those are nice secure hinges. I'll tell you, they've probably never been opened before until just now to go on the ear here. And I'll just straighten them out for you as well, because, well, you can go ahead and show them, just so you can see what they're all about. And I don't even know if I think it's actually, it might be. Sometimes I put on an earring and it's going to be locked into my hoop. So that's going to be the issue there. But you can see how beautiful they are. And that, you know what, I'm going to try to retool it, because I think I am actually getting that post stuck into my own ear. So that's going to be something I will remedy for you, and then you'll see them how they look upright. But 75 points there. in the diamond weight, 1/2 inch in that styling, and what a value we have. Get ready for this and much better. Here's what they look like so that you can see, and obviously you can kind of play with them. I angled them a little bit, but you can see how they're still giving you piercing coverage. You don't see the omega at all. They look great. Obviously I have a little saggy piercing because, you know, it's been used a lot so over the years, and a lot of heavy earrings, but you can see how really stunning they are. So a beautiful look, nice big size, not even going to be $5,000 or $49.99. Welcome into Saturday. What a show we have. What an earring day it's going to be. There we have the big Tanzanite, the only one of its kind. Let's go back to the wheel. And then you can always kind of play with the orientation of it if you want it to be more straight or a little bit more angled, however you like. So that's really up to you. Kind of flared out from the facial features or not. Either way, you've got a great Tanzanite with all those red flashes. So it's not $49, they're not $39. And if you need a great Tanzanite, there are very few options coming forward because what we have is made up. What we have is here. What we've seen on the air is already sold typically. We don't see a lot of Tanzanite stick around. They're so popular. That's what happens when you have the best values on the best quality. So when you don't need to pay more and you get that top tier, it's amazing, and we're going to do better than even $3,000 or $29.99. So here's the value, almost 3 carats times 2. Cushion cut squares are rare as well. I say if you like a round, you're gonna like a cushion cut square. It is a round with corners, it really is. So you've got the same kind of look, that same prestige of having a wasteful cut. So that just means that, you know, it's just a more pricey stone typically, a really good look. And we're very excited about this one with the white gold, or you can change them. Actually, you can. I double checked because I know we've had a lot of you looking for yellow gold lately. So you can change them up if you want yellow gold or rose gold, an option for you as well. But let's make sure that we go even lower, and let's make them not even 29 or 28 or 27. It's going to be that kind of Saturday. We've got savings really throughout, and it does not matter how valuable or how important or how rare the piece is or how pricey it should be. It's got to be the lowest price ever, and we're going to make them $2,699. And remembering that you also have a money-back guarantee as well. So if you get them home and they're not for you, you send them on back, and you are good to go. So that's all we can do. $26.99, that big value right there, ready to go, and a big value indeed when you got some bigger studs. And we've got, I think you still have the rounds from the other day if you want to get those that are quite a bit smaller, but that's a really good look, and sounds like they're gone. So we'll keep on moving. Then I do have one pendant here. So there is, we might as well get to the only emerald cut pendant. This is such a pretty one. It's an east-west setting as well. So I'm just going to get it all polished up here for you. It's 112-9311. And again, welcome to Saturday. Let us know what requests you have. We're happy to help there. Certainly want to get you what you need here before the officially fall season starting off here in a couple of days. Take a look at this. This is my pendant, and that's the east-west set. Let me get that all situated so you can see it up close and see what that color's all about. Go ahead, Allison. Thank you. Who got them? Who? I can't hear you. Ethel. Hi, Ethel. Thank you so much. Enjoy them. All right, coming up, we've got our really beautiful pendant here. Just a one only here on this 273. Emerald cut east-west. Really good way to go. And then that stack. That triangle right above it, that's done in pave. So it's a really beautiful way to create a bail, because it's also part of the design. You know, it could have just been that little basic bail that we always see that kind of hangs from an O-ring, and it looks very, it just makes it very basic. And I think it's nice to see that upgrade where you're getting a really important stone that deserves a great design, but not too overdone. We keep in mind that you around here, you want to wear your jewelry a lot. You want to wear it every day. You want to be able to have a piece that can be really incorporated into your wardrobe more often than not. That's what this does. That's what this style gives you. So I hope you enjoy it. The diamond weight on it is 3 points. It's accents. It's really just there to accentuate that triangular style bail that we have. And we're going to blow it out right now for a big value. This one's brand new, by the way, so lots of brand new to show you, but all the brand new outside my earrings are going to be one of a kind. So keep that in mind as we shop and as we get ready to celebrate a big weekend ahead. But here we are with a no longer, can't do $29.99. I just did better than that on earrings. Here's still a 3-carat stone. You're still getting some size there. And of course, that's what also, I think that east-west setting makes it a little more wearable itself, just because it takes that bigger stone and doesn't make it too large of a piece. Here's, for example, what it looks like from a distance away on the hand, so you can see it there. And then we'll take it on over the neckline so you can enjoy it that way as well. But it can also be changed in the gold color, just like we offered on the earrings. That could be white, yellow, or rose. Same here. White's ready to go. If you need it in yellow gold, just give us an extra day or two and we can do that. Here's what it looks like on, so you can check it it out from that direction and from that distance and still see that amazing blue, purple, and red glow that it has. And then we'll go ahead and take it on down below even $19.99. You saw how quickly the earrings went. They're already gone. Same thing's going to happen here with the pendant because I've got all the value. So even if you thought, well, I'll wait and see, it's got to be that blue wing, so it's going to be really pricey. No, it is not. Giving you a big old value right here and now as we go back to it up close and get ready for a better than even $1,500 price tag. It's going incredibly low, and let me just make sure. I just don't want to really touch that stone if I don't have to, but I also want you to see what that color looks like straight away so you can really appreciate that amazing look. So the red flash is still coming through on the emerald cut. Love to see that. And we'll blow it out right now. Better than 15, 14, $13.99. Can you say great value? It's happening all day. We're bringing out some big, brand new, and just really beloved. These are the kind of pieces everyone's been asking for, and you've got them. But not even $13.99. Remember, you can always dial in early. That way you're there ready to go. If you're always wondering, why am I always missing out? It's because a lot of people get in before they see the price tag. And with the delay of the broadcast, that's always the smart way to do it because then you're ready to go before everyone else is even dialed. And that is kind of that's the secret, really. That is the big secret to getting in on the one-of-a-kinds before everyone else does. How about $1,299? A better value, and we'll make that 30 seconds till it disappears. And then that huge yellow diamond coming out to play in a little bit. We've got yellow diamond earrings and the ring in the bridge. Don't forget about the Tanzanite that we started the show with as well. And those hoops, the pyramid style hoops. And let me tell you, if there's anything from last night you're still thinking about, give us a call on those. We'll help you out, get you all those great big values you love. That one's going to be, oh yeah, it was definitely going to be on its way. And there's a very large aqua that's new today. We're going to get to that citrine because I know how many of you missed it the first time around. We've got another, so that's going to be on the way as well. And 1128377. Okay. Well, this is a interestingly enough, they might have had two originally because there are two here pictured on the back. Maybe they just couldn't find the other. Well, we did, and we've got it here. So this is exciting. We're going to show you that citrine with that master carved rose design. Seriously, a cabochon like this. And then look at how the cabochon itself, look at that. I love the way it looks red at certain angles. Isn't this amazing? Madeira citrine is the top quality anyways, but then you get this fabulous cut. And you see here from the sides and that golden color that goes to red. It's a golden orange. I mean, it really looks almost like a mandarin garnet color most like, which is nice because it's not just the basic yellows that we typically see, but you have a 13 karat 70 in that cabochon. But what's happening on the inside is the master carved, some matte finishing that is carved in that rose shape with the leaves around it. And then you haven't even seen, I think the best part may not even be the stone. That's really fabulous, but look at the way this whole ring is designed around it with this 3/4 type of bezel. But then look at this side detail. Wait, it gets better. There's a finishing on the inside that mimics it looks like the leaves. It really does look like the leaves that are carved in the stone. And then watch this side. And that all shows up because of the way it's set up and elevated off the hand. And that proceeds to go all the way around the profile of the ring. And you see, it almost looks like, to me, it almost reminds me of an animal print at first, and then the diamonds up above it in that bit of pave. And then there is your rose. And we've got to show this on the hand because it's a stately, bright, beautiful stone, but it's got some size. And there's no doubt this one is going to find its home today. Look at that. Of course, we had, again, the same ring a couple days ago, and it was gone very, very quickly. Well, here it is. Look at that. There's that detail from the side profile, and then really asymmetric because you've got a more narrow side of the band here and a little wider on that side. And then you can see that master carving. Really beautiful there, and just how it kind of magnifies because of the cabochon. So you see it really clearly, and that's the beauty. I mean, what's the point of doing it if you're not going to appreciate what actually is the designer element that this brings? So made sure that that stone itself and the way it's cabochon cut is going to really illuminate that carving that you have, and it's going to be a one only. It stays in the yellow gold, and so it's our last one because it looks like, yep, this was something that you would ask for. We found another. Here's the deal. We've got, and it's from many, many, many moons ago. We had to give it a new new item number because it wasn't in our system. But this was actually created some time ago, which is really helpful because there is a lot of gold and a lot of details that are all really creating this design. And we're going to make it better than $39.99. Go ahead and honor what I did the other day, which, God, I know everyone excited. Citrine's, not to mention, it's November's birthstone, so talk about a unique way to get it and get something different in that cutting. But it's not even $39 or $29 or even $19.99, so it saves you a bundle with a really designer from every single aspect. It's not like one aspect or just the stone is designer or just the mounting is designer. It really is the entirety of the piece, and it never ceases to amaze that it looks so lovely from every direction. It's something that you are going to enjoy as the wearer of your ring, to know that all those sides around the piece are all done with details, and that's the hallmark of great designer jewelry. And it's not even $1,500, it's $14.99, so one only there. And then we've got our new Alexandrite, our blowout on our copper bearing, our yellow sapphires here, the ruby deal that we're going to see as we are already approaching halfway through the first hour. Don't forget about the Tanzanite ring and pendant. Earrings are gone. And then, of course, those gorgeous pave hoop earrings we had. And then our big special of the day, yellow diamond earrings. I'm going to flash them for you. So if you're wondering, I know they're big, but they're still a button style, so they're going to be worn by anybody and everybody who's got a piercing because they're really specialty. But they start with some larger yellow diamonds, and then they're going to build the halos around. You know, you've seen earrings like this for $7,000 in the past. We're going to make sure there's a huge value today. Those aren't even focused and they look good. So they're the bright yellows we love. And then, of course, they go with that yellow diamond oval we'll see. And then there's a ruby later. We've got a big deal on a paraiba. It's a smaller size, going to make it more affordable. And then also even a diamond pendant is here, a white diamond. So that's going to be exciting too. Not all that big, so it's not going to be too pricey, but we'll bring that to you as well. But right now, as we wait for a home for the citrine, we'll go to one of the rarest stones in the world, which is 1128569. And it is our purple paraiba with a little kiss of the hot pink as well. Not quite pinky red rubellite color, because sometimes, you know, they walk that fine line between. It just depends on if there's more purple or if there's more red. But this is really that purple but bright. And if you're going, well, that doesn't look like purple that I have in amethyst, or purple that I have in sapphire, or the purple that I have in a diamond, that's the whole point of the purple paraibas and why they're so beloved. There's a lot of ways to get purple gemstones in this world, many of which I mentioned, but they can go on and on and on, from spinels to tarphites to tanzanites to you name it. They've all got different shades of purple, and usually how much of one color, because some are more pinky purple and others are more blue purple and others are periwinkles. And so depending on what color you have specifically, that really usually determines what it is. Well, here's our purple paraiba, and why it looks so different is that copper element. What also makes it rare is what makes it so different, where it glows. It's a very unique, think like a fuchsia meets a beautiful ultraviolet, and yet it's so, this is a big size. Carat 61 is a great size to get. And it's going to be 76 points in diamonds as well. It is a one only. Call me quickly on this one, because this is a blowout price. It's actually still going to be the most affordable we've had this size for, because when they get over 1 carat in paraiba, they get very pricey. And here's how you get a beauty and this mounting. Talk about a fun way to do a halo style with a little bit of like an extra halo with a floral pattern around it, little unique of a motif there. And you see that? I think that gorgeous ripple effect you see of the light, that really is telling you exactly how clean that stone is right there. Seeing that clarity, the ability for that color to really transition through that stone the way it does, is telling you that that's a carat 61 that's not just giving us great size, it's giving us rare clarity. And it's such a beauty. And we're going to take that 76 points in diamonds, give those to you for free. Of course, the solid gold we love as well. You can change the gold, so yellow gold lovers, no problem. Don't tell me I wish it was in yellow. Go ahead. We can't have any way of predicting who the owner is and what their gold preference is. So sometimes we just have to go with what we know, go with what generally is considered the popular combo, and then let you decide. But that, again, is something we offer more times than not, is that ability to say, I don't like that gold color, I want a different one, but I don't want to pay for the gold color change. And doing that for free today is more monumental than ever before, because you've got to remember where things are at. Things are a little different in pricing than they maybe used to be, especially if we're talking about 2-3 years ago when mountings were obviously made. We kind of stockpile a lot of mountings, and then as the stones come in that fit them, obviously that's how a lot of these pieces are made, where you have a stone that's added to the mounting after the fact. So you get this great mounting, and having that developed a long time ago can help you out with the price tag. Not to mention, this has been on the air a couple of times. That helps you out with the price tag, because if it didn't go at $49.99, that's fine. We can now lower it and drop it so that it does. And you can have this one of a kind. And by the way, when I say one of a kind, that is a one of a kind. It also goes right out to you. So if it is a one of a kind, now obviously if you need it sized and gold color change, that might take us a few days to do. But if you say, no, I like it in white gold, I need a size 7. That's easy. It goes out Monday. It's not a problem. I've been talking to our jewelry department. We've made an agreement that we can actually do one of a kinds, get those out usually next day if it just needs something like simple sizing. So unless a mounting needs to be completely made from scratch, very unlikely, this style especially, it's easy to size, you're good to go. So you're going to have a piece right away, and that's nice to know. And again, one of a kinds are most of what we have on the air. So that's where, again, you know you're getting it in a hurry, and it's not even $3,999. One only, and you're getting into one of the rarest stones that exists in the world, the purple paraiba, and the big size at nearly 1.75 carats, and we're going to make it even better than $2,999. Better yet, I can skip $2,000 and make it $1,999 instead, just to send it out today. So our last call on that ring, because otherwise, melted down it goes. And so we can make jewelry affordable in the future too, right? That's how we do it. And then don't forget, yellow diamond deal. We've got a great one coming up later. The earrings, the flash that we are all excited about. A beautiful aqua is here. A big time aqua in a really important setting style with the larger baguettes. Why is it that we are saying, look at that, there are so many beautiful larger baguettes lately? Talk about a high-end stone. We didn't even deal with baguettes for the first about 7 years I was here. Never saw a baguette. Didn't have one. Now we're seeing them accenting some very important stones, and this one's gonna go. We'll see who's got it. And then Alexandrite's here, brand new. Got a nice discount on a yellow sapphire that's got a lot of diamond work around it as well. We'll see that one. Give me your requests if you have them as well. And then we've got, oh, there's a mint tourmaline. Do you remember the mint tourmaline we had the other night that was in really good Asher cut? I have got the pendant. It's a close match. It's a cushion. Well, let's see. And I think Jason might have this one. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's a very, that's the most Asher looking cushion I've seen. Yeah, it's a really good stone. So there's that mint tourmaline that works with that ring we had. And then of course the big yellow diamond. Can't wait to share that with you in the bridge. Jason, you have this one all right. Thought so. Congratulations on that one. And then here comes the new Alexandrite. This is one of the rare stones on the planet, and it's also going to be a color changing phenomenal gem. Goes from blue green to purple red, and there it is in that wide band. Item number 9308. Thank you on that beautiful copper bearing purple paraiba. Gotta love that. And yeah, sure, here it is. And who's this for? Here we go. Ellen, you got it. Here it is, Ellen. That's for you on the hand one more time. And again, really probably the best way to see the clarity. Usually we would say up close is the best way to see the clarity. I think on the hand, it even looks, yeah, maybe in a more visual representation of how very clean that is. So that's going to be $19.99, and of course it's already gone and spoken for. I just wanted to see it on the hand again. So there it is, and of course white, yellow, or rose, your choice. All right, here we go with the Alexandrite. 49 points. Maybe not a big deal in a lot of gems, but it is a huge deal to get a half-carat Alexandrite. And that is really what is so notable here, but it also has a wide band, but done in a very comfortable, because it's open work, lacy styling. Diamond pave everywhere, 38 points. And then this stunning mill grain, a little bit of a nod to the vintage there. Heart shapes, really, they're kind of like a scrolling heart shape. I'm not into hearts, and I don't mind it at all, so it's not like it's overt. It doesn't look obvious when you see it on. I think it's the kind of the secondary hidden hearts that are more or less in this ring, as you will see there, but it's got a lot of that. Again, feels very frilly. It's got that scalloped look. It's very lacy-like, and it takes a wide band, but makes it very delicate and feminine at the same time, because wide and bold doesn't usually equate to delicate and frilly and pretty and feminine. This one, I think, covers all those bases. So you've got a really good look there. And we'll make it very affordable for you as well, because that's my job. If it's not affordable, you ain't watching TVON. If it's not the best price possible, then what are we doing? This is what we're here for. This is what we exist. There's a lot of places to shop if you don't care about affordability or value. But this is where you go when you need that serious, serious discount, no matter what. Even today, yes, we are finding a way, and you know that. Otherwise, right? I mean, otherwise, what are we doing? This is how we have built our name and reputation over a decade or so on the air, is bringing values like this that no one else can do, that no one else can touch, and we're so proud of that. And we should be. And it's even more, to be honest, guys, for all the values we've had over the years, it's more impressive now than ever before to get values like this. It really, truly is. It is not easy in this world we live in to create jewelry for this type of price tag. So it's an important time to shop. And here we go on the open work boulder band, not going to be $39.99, a huge discount, white, yellow, rose on this one as well. So you are choosing your favorite gold color. We'll make it to your specifications, whatever your preference is, and we'll make it $1,499 instead. That's our brand new Alexandrite, and a one only there as well, because pretty much everything is outside of my yellow diamond earrings, which are also limited. So we'll have those on the way for you. Okay, so coming up, and we will have that big yellow diamond. And Victor, what do you need? You're all set up. All right, so we've got something from last night going out the door as well. This is your moment to take advantage of that pear shape. And it, I would say, looks a lot bigger than a half carat. Sometimes certain stones will do that. Pear shapes often do, and that's really nice as well. But it's really what you can't see that's going to make all the difference in the world here, that color change, that presence of the way this is able to go from a blue-green color, which is lovely right there, but how it goes to that purple red, which is even more impressive. So very exciting to have that here for $14.99. And again, gold color is up to you. Please decide what you would like to have, and it is yours, no problem at all. So we are on our way with the next big special. And then, of course, we've got our top of the hour in about 25 minutes. We'll have a top of the hour, and then the bottom of the hour is going to be where we see those yellow diamonds in those larger button-style earrings for you. And a huge aqua. Man, there's a good aqua today. And the yellow sapphire blowout. Yay for yellow sapphires. If you can't do a big yellow diamond, because, I mean, obviously our carat 40 later today, it's going to be a little pricey because it's a big carat 40. Look at this. Here's a nice one. A marquise. Bright as can be. By the way, who was shopping that gorgeous paraiba? Oh, that's right. That was Ellen. Sorry, guys, I'm running on no sleep for the last several weeks. So, and I'm starting to feel it a bit. I am. Here we go. 1122848 is our item number here, and it's a 78-point marquise, unheated. Unheated yellow. That's big. Then you've got the yellow diamonds just on the right down the middle of this really special bold mounting. So it's going to be a carat 16 in diamonds. We coupled them all together there. That's a combined total weight of the white and the yellow there. It's mostly white diamonds, and they're very substantial, especially around that marquise. So even though it is under a carat, it's still giving that yellow gold setting, that two-tone mix. This one does stay as is in the two-tone. And you've got, again, should we show you that under gallery again? Because that's very well done. Very substantial in that gold weight that you have there. And it also is going to be Ceylon unheated, but it's all about the tone of the yellow. This is no different than yellow diamonds. We talk about the fact that most of them are very light, insignificant, barely their color. As you get into more saturated, more bright, more beautiful, that's when they really get rare. And we're about to send this out right now for better than even $5,999. You'll love the feel. I know that a lot of us do like really heavy jewelry because it's kind of it's the feel of quality. We all can look at something and kind of gauge what we think the quality is based on an appearance, but it's about getting a bold feel. And you've got that here with this incredible styling, and it's going to be, there it is on the hand. Isn't that pretty with the yellow diamonds right down the middle? Just really bringing it all together, adding in that stunning two-tone of the centerpiece. There's something very elongated about the marquise as well. It looks so pretty on, and that's really lovely for anybody who says, yeah, I really want my jewelry to work for me. I know what I like, but I want the jewelry to help me look better and just have that elongation that marquise and anything really elongated is going to give. That's what this ring does. And it's a huge discount for all that gold, finished the way it is, solid and heavy, nice and weighty. That's only $1,999, and just that one there. Then we'll get to our ruby wheel. We've got the big Burma blowout. Oh, I love a Burma blowout because it's fun to take something that nobody else even has and say, here it is, and it's affordable, and just make it a really easy deal for everybody to take advantage of if you want the best of the best in ruby. So we've got those coming up. Victor, what are we working on over there? Request? Oh, which one? Not the emerald cut from last night. Oh, what about it? I see. Okay. You just seeing if we can do another one? Very unlikely on that one. I know. Some pieces do go. I know, isn't it amazing? All right, let's move on. Coming up, we've got the ruby wheel. Look at this one. Well, that's one way to go. We've got, don't worry, I've got a style I believe for everybody. Whether you want to go more of a band style, more of a bypass, kind of fluid, free-flowing, traditional. Oh, I got you covered there too. We're going to move this one to the back, this one's going up front, and every single ruby here. If only every ruby in the world looked like these two. They are such prime examples. And at some point, isn't it sad that in order to show you what most rubies look like, I'd have to literally leave the building, go somewhere, buy a ruby somewhere else, and show you the difference, because I don't have a bad ruby in the bunch here. Isn't it true? And I know, I would love to show you a side by side and say, hey, here's how most rubies look. Now, maybe I know some of you shop elsewhere or look around or do your due diligence when it comes to shopping. You're aware of what stones typically look like in the ruby world, because most of them are not Burma, but that's not it. Not every Burma looks like the four that are represented on this blowout wheel, and they will be a blowout. Every bit the essence of a blowout. And what the difference is that most rubies are opaque. Now, what does that mean, opaque? Opaque means you can't see through it. Here's transparency, because that's a window. Plate glass, you can see right through it, see our beautiful view. In the back of me, there's a wall, and that television, that's opaque. You can't see it all through it. And some rubies are going to be, even if it's a really good quality, it's going to be somewhere in between, where there's what we call translucent, where you see a little bit of something through it, but not transparent. So when you think about the four stones I have up here, and every single one of them is glowing as if it is a red diamond, which would only be the rarest stone in the world, by the way. So rare, I've sold just about everything. I have never sold a red diamond in a natural state on TV. Doing this every day for 25 years and anywhere between 3 and 5 hour shows, and have never actually had a natural red diamond to show you. Never. Not one. Never. And there's been a lot of jewelry and a lot of rarities. That is the look you're getting here. Now, that's not to say that, oh, guess what, they look like red. This is one of the most important stones in the world as it is here. Because it's from Burma, that rarity that is nowhere else. They have been under sanction for most of the better part of 2 decades. And we've got the stones that are also affordable and yet durable. You can't be afraid to wear it because they've got durability like a diamond. It's a 9 on the Mohs scale. All the rubies and sapphires are. And then you get these platinum settings. All 4 are platinum. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights, and please, oh please, tell us which one you're loving the most, because they are one of a kind and going to fly. We'll start here in the middle. That's going to be our 60-pointer. 60 points with 65 points in diamonds, and it has the baguettes and the rounds together. Again, they're all platinum, so you know that. They can't be changed. They're all going to be in the white metal, but that's a beautiful stone. Now, the next size is going to be, as we work our way up, actually this one, it's so funny. I would have assumed this is the largest. Doesn't it look big? That one's actually the smallest carat weight, but it's going to look larger. That's our 57-point oval with 18 points in diamonds, although the diamonds are bigger individually. Then we go to our 63-pointer, which is the marquise right here. That's a 63-point double halo, 65 points in diamonds. And then, of course, our pair. The 97-pointer, that is actually the largest gemstone up there. It's our 97-point ruby with 14 points in diamonds, doing that great bypass detail design. And they will be, oh, they are set to go. I hope you're ready on the phone lines. I hope you're getting on the phone lines quickly if you have a favorite, because obviously we want to get you. I don't think there's a wrong way to go here. Any of them would be fabulous to add to the collection. But when you get a value like this, it is go time. They are not going to last. They're supposed to be $4,999. They are in platinum, and a lot of that platinum. You're going to save a bundle. This is how we make incredible jewelry affordable and available. But again, there is an element of speed that's necessary to get you in. Otherwise, it's a wrap. They're gone to somebody else, and you're asking me in emails every day, do you have another, do you have another, do you have another, do you have another? This is it. It's a last call, and we are just liquidating jewelry. We have jewelry that exists here, that some of which has been here for months, and it's time for everything to go. And that's really what these shows are about. So if these values seem a little bit impossible for what's happening in our world today, absolutely, yes, they are. Couldn't make it for this price. I vow that to you as someone who works directly with manufacturers all over the world. Obviously, our manufacturer is here on site, so I get to be a part of that every single day, or at least most Wednesdays, through Sundays and some Mondays and Tuesdays. But then I'm working with other manufacturers all around the world and other businesses that I contribute to. And I gotta say, it is not easy to make a platinum band for the price I'm about to give you when it's actually better than $49, $39, or $29. And the top-notch rubies are where it's at. The most valuable part is not the platinum, nor is it the diamonds that are VS. It's the rubies in the center that are where the most value and most rarity is. And they're not even $29 or $19.99. That's why they're gonna go. And there is such a beauty. If you see burgundy rubies, brown rubies, rubies that are downright orangey, pink, kind of that purple ruby, those are not the ideal. And most of what you see today are from Africa. They're actually from Mozambique. Mozambique's a place where I think of, we usually get our paraibas from Mozambique, or did, because they're all mined out, but that's really where most rubies today come from. This is the Myanmar material. So that really beautiful luxury, and the only material that's gonna give you a blue red, and that's what that best of the best is supposed to look like. And it's not even 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, or 13. We have got some luxury up here, and they've never been marked down to this level ever. You know that. They've all been on the air. Maybe not together in a wheel like this, but they've all been presented in full. They've all been seen before, and they're not going to be $1,399 either. They're nowhere close to that. We're getting you a very big value right now. And this is for as quickly as we can see them go. And I obviously need you to call in early, because there are big, beautiful pieces up there that should never be this price already. They're not even going to be $13.99. Here's what the marquise, already verifying on the marquise, no surprise. Look at the size of that. That's a lot of ring for 13. We're gonna go even lower and make sure every single one will go. You have to understand me. There are values, and then there are those deep, deep discounted blowout prices. And that's beyond a value. That's a whole different level. You can watch every show we do, and a lot of you do that, and we are so appreciative of that, but you never see a value like this happen, especially on rubies of this powerful variety. This color, this best of the best, we have no shoppers yet on the phone lines ready to go. That means none of those are appealing. I would highly doubt that. So here's what we're going to do. It just means my price, you want better. And we will do that right now. And this is as fast as we can go, because obviously we've got about 14 minutes till our top of the hour kicks off. We've got a great big top of the hour. It's an aqua. At the bottom of next hour, that's when we see the yellow diamond earrings that y'all are waiting for. But we have got values leading up to that point as well. It's not like you need to wait for the specials. We've got values happening right here and now before we even get there. So you can really add to the jewelry collection today and make it even better than 13 or 12 or 11 or $10.99. The giveaway price is here. It's $999 a ring. While they are here, one onlys all throughout, and we give them 60 seconds at that price tag, and that's not even supposed to happen. That's not even where the blowout's supposed to be today. So now you get my extra discounted price. We're gonna make sure we move a lot of great jewelry today. There are the rubies that we've all been wanting and dreaming to own, because they're just the best in the world and no longer available to really any of the outside gem collectors, but we've got them here, and thank goodness they've been really part of the collection for a while. We're bringing them at an incredible value. You've got that chance to pick them up right now, and it is only $9.99 per ring. So whichever one you want. We've got our final 30 seconds to go, and then let me know what requests you have. We'll work on those, bring out whatever you need to see, and make sure you get those at home. See what they're all about. And if you don't love it, send it back. It's okay, you can do that too, but I don't think that's gonna be much of a possibility there with the quality that we have sitting on that wheel. And don't forget those big yellow diamonds, such a big special for today. We're gonna see this huge aqua coming up at the top of the hour. I'm gonna get a sip of water because the voice is really raw this morning, so bear with me. Just that quick Friday into Saturday. It always takes a minute to get it going. And then of course, let me know what requests you have, and we'll bring out the big yellow diamond. All right, my break is done. We're good to go. We'll move on. Here's my yellow diamond. And this is one that's gonna take a little bit of thought, right? It's not the average 1 carat. I have moments where I know that we all have different tastes, but there are moments where I go, who wouldn't love this? I'm having one of those moments where, what red-blooded female who loves jewelry wouldn't love that ring? I just don't know. I can't imagine not instantly loving this ring. I just think the quality of that yellow diamond, the brilliant cutting of the oval shape that you have, the amazing way that this bridge, when you have this on, because we're kind of peering up overhead at it, and we see like the background, there's so much gold. It's built like think of it, it's like 5 different rings in one, because you have bands that run all the way underneath your diamond. You have the top and the bottom support system that are around your diamond. They're separate bands as well. And then it's all brought together in this incredible ring that is not really like what we do in other varieties, because it's not that bridal halo or double halo that we always see. It's totally different. It's 1129287. I mean, would it be completely wrong to just send this out in the first hour today? I mean, I don't think so. We got the values. We're ready. Things don't get better in price than where they're at right now, so let's go. It's our carat 40 though, so it's not the small stone that's a 50 pointer or a 40 pointer. We'll have those later. We have got a carat 40, nearly a carat and a half in the size here, that is so outstanding, not to mention the diamond weight is a carat 05 that goes around it, underneath it, every which way. And this is how solid and heavy it's built. That is some serious gold throughout. Look at that inside and all those finishing details. And that yellow diamond, it looks like it's floating up above a river of white diamonds. 3 rows underneath, 5 rows total. The top and bottom looks like it's suspension setting it. Instead, it's actually prong and basket set. Don't worry, you see there, it is plenty secure. I even like that view. Look at the sparkle factor of that yellow from the side profile. Have you seen a girdle sparkle? Okay, not the girdle you wear that's covered in crystals or no. I'm talking about like the girdle of the stone where the pavilion meets the crown and you see it sparkle like that is. That is pretty unique right there. You see that flash? That's the girdle of the stone. That's not usually where you get a lot of brilliance. Usually you're only getting that from the top. That's the beauty of a brilliant cut oval. The oval's gonna look even larger because that's what ovals do. You've got a carat 40 already. It's a VS stone. What if we mark this down to next to nothing? Is there a shopper who's looking for a big yellow diamond today that doesn't want to spend the $15,000 that they are day in and day out here? That normal, that going rate on a carat and a half. This is just under a carat and a half. Honestly, the look is going to give you, who's going to tell what size it is exactly. What you see is really the look of a 2 carat, the way it is floating up over this wider bridge style. It is exquisite. In a word, exquisite. And doesn't look like it needs to be that bridal left-hand ring finger. I could see you wearing that anywhere on the hand, probably outside of the pinky and the thumb, just because it's a little wide for that look, I would say. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me try it on so you can judge on, okay, where do you wanna wear it? It's a teeny size at the moment, and I'm gonna still try to put it on for you. On the ring finger, because I just said, probably not a pinky ring, but that's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see what that's all about, and you see how much sparkle and beauty and how it's a bright yellow, not the lighter. If it was a lighter yellow, it would blend in with all your white diamonds. It really would, especially in the yellow gold setting, which is how this stays. It would just blend right in. This is not a lighter barely there. It is that bright. What you want is that sunshine sparkle. That's what this is. That color. And when you see it face up, look at that. VS, yes it is. There's not an inclusion to be seen. Even as do you see how close I came? I mean, we are magnified to the nth degree here, just to show you everything there is to know about that stone, everything there is to love about that stone. And we have a $13,999 price tag. That's amazing, because all the carat and a halves, if it were officially 1.50, it would be $15,000. We already saved you $1,000 because it's 10 points smaller and no visual difference. That's the big difference there. No visual difference. You're going to get the look of a carat and a half stone, I promise you. I promise you. I've been around diamonds a long time. When I'm not here, I'm around diamonds all the time. I love diamonds. Diamonds are really a favorite of mine, and the world is changing rapidly, and we know that stones, and somebody sent me something the other day. It was just an AI thing that was generated, and they said, look, it says that diamonds and gemstones are crashing because of the existence of lab grown. That is exactly the opposite of what's happening. Because of lab-grown taking over, the whole world is going to be infiltrated with basically lab-grown diamonds and lab-grown gemstones going forward, which is making the real deal even more rare and scarce. And so if you already have them, and I know some of you do, keep them, hang on to them, and they're going to get more valuable. And then if you don't, you've got a chance to get them affordably here as well before they're completely gone, because the yellow diamonds are only getting trickier and trickier and more expensive as the days go by. And instead of $13,000, a better value right now. I tell you what, I'm going to do something crazy. Saturday, it's first hour. We got 7 minutes left to go till hour number 2 kicks off. I am going to put this on the auction block. I'm going to try it. We're going to roll the big dice. And we're not going to ask for $13,999. We're going to put it on the auction block, and that way I can go even lower. There's only so low I can go on the air with that price tag where it says TV on price. Did you notice something? When it's an auction, when I say put it up for auction, the TV on price goes away. Well, technically it's usually right up here and it goes to the price as was. When it's an auction, it's about whatever we need to do to move it out the door and get you participating and get you, more importantly, to own the fabulous ring that you see here. That's what an auction is really, that's why it's here. When that price, when the TVON amazing price that can't be touched anywhere else can't really be lowered anymore, that's when I invoke the auction. That's when we can get you that better value, virtue of who's with us, who's not. I gotta tell you, first hour is gonna help you out. Probably be wiser to do that in the last hour, not the first hour, when we got a little more audience, but we're not. We're getting right to it right now, giving you the value, and I will not start at $10,000. So if you want what is 2 carats 45, total weight with that beautiful yellow diamond set on that pedestal up above all these incredible white diamonds, this is your chance to dial in and save a bundle. Because it's also not going to be 10,000. You've already saved 4 if you get in on the open. Instead, we're not doing 9, 8, 7, even $6,000 to start. This is why you need to be in on the phone lines, and one investment into your future of jewelry collecting, maybe your one and only best yellow. Here it is. And it's not even going to be $5,500 to start. For $245. I'm doing a quick little just scanning of my memory bank. Have we ever seen a 1.5 carat stone this low? Don't think so. And I'll tell you right now, there's a carat 51 that's one of our most expensive diamonds here. It's a yellow diamond and it's a square cushion, which I don't recommend it as much for those that want a big size, because even though it's a carat 50, it doesn't look as big because it's a cushion cut. So you know how that works, right? The square cushions never look as big as like an oval does. So there's that aspect where if you're going, well, if you're thinking about holding back because it's not exactly a 1.5 carats, please don't let that stop you, because the oval is going to give you a bigger visual. It really does. So it's not like you have to worry about, well, I'll hold out for a 1.5 carats. With this value happening today, you want to get it now. And it's not $5,500 to open. This should never be the first hour. I understand that it is, so that's why we're going extra low. And I will start at $5,000 to open it up. It's a $10 increment only. There's a money back guarantee return policy associated with it as well. So if you, in the rare instance that you get something home and you don't love it, well, that's no problem, send it back. But take a look at that. That's going to be our $5,000 to open. We've got a couple minutes left to go till the top of the hour. So we'll see if we can get that one started, as we well should, for that kind of value at $5,000 to get that going. Welcome into a Saturday morning, and this is what we do. Big values, huge savings. That's a $14,000 ring. I'm prepared to send it out and offer it to you for a discount here that is $9 grand off, saving almost double what you're spending. That is a pretty significant opportunity right there. And that's how we roll. So again, any size you need. Yellow gold's how it stays. As far as the gold color, honestly, you don't see much of the gold because it is completely covered in the diamonds, both the white and then the yellow sitting up above it. And that is a natural yellow. We highlight that because there's a lot of other diamonds that are maybe from the ground, but then they get treatment to look a certain color. That's not the case here. Then there's a lot of diamonds, as we touched on, that are just faux from the start, and they're just made in a lab. And that's really what we're seeing everywhere. Here's the difference maker, the beauty of the color, the clarity, the saturation of color, the beautiful VS clarity where there is nothing to see inclusion-wise. It's just about the sparkle of the brilliant cut, and this is no open yet. All right, so we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started, and we can move on from there. We've got a big aqua for our top of the hour. Looking forward to that. And then at the bottom of next hour, that's where we're going to see those yellow diamonds kick off. That's going to be a lot of fun. But what a Saturday to have you with us here. What an important day to be shopping, getting some great savings here. If you have requests, get those in. Do want to remind you the Tanzanite pendant's still here from earlier. It's one of our, I think one of the shockers of the first hours, that this hasn't found its home quite yet, but it was that 273. So it's nearly a 3 carat stone. This is it. It's the nearly 3 carat emerald cut stone with that triangular bail at the top. That's nearly 3 carats, but it's $12.99 only. So that is the pendant we had earlier, just in case you missed it. The earrings are gone, but the pendant is here. So that is $12.99. Just just wanted to make sure you were aware that that was here today. And then here we go back to that yellow diamond in the bridge. How pretty is that stone? All right, so that's going to be here. And then we will do a couple other recaps here before we get to it. We've got our big top of the hour aqua coming up, but we do have that yellow sapphire and the Alexandrite. A couple of rubies here as well. That big Tanzanite ring that we happened to start the show with also was a 77-point cushion cut in the platinum. Just a reminder, this is only $888. If you'd like to get that Tanzanite 77-pointer in the cushion, that is here and available for you. And we are just about there to our top of the hour. So we're so glad you're with us today. Happy Saturday indeed. Got a great special, maybe my best ever on yellow diamond earrings. I think that, you know, out of all the earring values I've had over the years here, there is a standout today, and I'm really excited about it. Yellow and white diamonds together. So much like we saw with the ring, but we're going to see the cushion cuts with the double halo. That'll be happening bottom of the hour. So we've got about 1 minute to just recap a couple items. The Tanzanite pendant, the Tanzanite ring, shockingly are here. Earrings are gone, but the pendant and the ring are still available, and we'll see who's got what. Take a look at it one more time. There's the ring at $888, and then we've got the pendant as well. And if you'd like to talk about that yellow diamond in the bridge, please let me know. There's only a bigger ruby than the ones we have on the wheel. Yeah, so everyone asking about the rubies. There's a 1 carat ruby, but it's about $10,000. So yeah, when they get over a carat, they get a little different in price, but that's gonna be a little bit later, hopefully. But we do have our aqua coming up in just about 30 seconds for our top of the hour. Then of course, bottom of the hour, the special to get in on today. The yellow diamond earrings you're gonna see is so impressive for value. And get ready, that's $888. Now Jason, do you want the pendant or the ring in Tanzanite? Okay, so the ring, verifying, Tanzanite pendant here. All right, so we'll just go ahead and show you right now the top of the hour. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Happy Saturday. Happy almost fall. This is our top of the hour for you. Yeah. For who? Debbie wants to see the pear shape from the wheel. You got it. Debbie, here it is, 8778, real quick. She didn't want to stay on the line and see it. Just like that girl take forever to put that up. No, it's right here. It's got it right here. Here's the pear-shaped ruby. This is our platinum from our platinum wheel of ruby blowouts. It was 1128778. Here's your close-up on it. That is the 97-pointer. Remember, that was the larger of the 4 that were on our wheel together as far as stone size. Then it's the platinum that does this great bypass band, and 97 points with 14 points in the diamonds as well. Now I'll try it on for you. And again, it's got that really almost a full bezel. It's about a 3/4 bezel around your ruby. Then we do that little V-tip prong as well to keep that super secure. Diamonds just on the one side, so a little asymmetry going on here, which makes it just really, I think, fabulous and, you know, gives it a little different feel. And then I've kind of taken the stone off to one side a bit just because you see the diamonds go further on the other. But you can play with it, put it centered up. But that was part of our $9.99 wheel that was all those Burma rubies discounted and tremendously so. So there is our big Burma, and it's got some life to it, doesn't it? You can see even from a distance. Usually when you put a piece on, even if it's clean up front, it sometimes looks a little bit darker or a little more opaque when you see, because obviously you've got a hand behind it. Here, it's still as bright and clean and glowing as ever. So it's really a special stone and just under a carat. I mentioned we have a 1 carat later. The 1 carat I have later is $10,000. So I would say for 3 points less, and getting a platinum setting, maybe you just take this one for $9.99, save yourself $9 grand. Maybe we can find something else you can put the savings towards today, like our yellow diamond earrings coming up at the bottom of this hour. And here's the aqua that's going to be coming up to get this hour started. And boy, there is just nothing like our Sierra Santa Marias. Tell you a little story about the aquamarines, but first I want to welcome everybody to our show. Happy Saturday, everybody. Glad you're with us today. My name is Lauren. This is TVON. We got 2 hours left together today, and 270 on our aqua coming up for you. We will have the big special of the day is our they're beyond. I've had earrings like this for $7,000 before. They're yellow diamonds, double halos, beautiful earrings. You will not pay $7,000. If you're thinking that you're going to tune out at the bottom of the hour because you don't even want to be tempted by these earrings, please don't do that. Wait and see what I am so excited and proud of. I am proud of the value that we're going to bring you today on the yellow diamond earrings. Definitely the special of the show. We've only got a couple pairs to go around, which is why I'm giving you a heads up in advance notice, but they will be outstanding. So especially if you already have a yellow diamond and you're looking to add to the collection, they're gonna be a great way to go. But we're talking about aqua right now. I cannot believe we have this aqua opportunity that we have. It's so exciting. You know, we bring the best. And I was just preparing, I'm gonna be doing an auction. I'm gonna be part of an auction. It's a big big auction that's going to be happening in New York City in a couple of weeks. And I was looking at some of the pieces, and there is a Sierra Santa Maria that I'm going to get to auction off. And I am really, really, really more proud than ever to be able to offer things like this, because little do those people know they're going to show up at that auction we're talking like, mid-October. Nobody knows about TVON except you guys. And that is a huge savings, because that's where you typically have to go to get Sierra Santa Maria. They haven't been mined in forever. It's a Brazilian-based stone, because there's aqua from all over the world. It doesn't just come from one place. Aqua comes from a lot of different points. And so when you talk about something like this, that's got that gorgeous color, that saturation, that honestly, if you've ever seen a real blue diamond, like a natural blue diamond, this is what the best in a blue diamond would look like. And then we have decided to stack these huge baguette diamonds around it and go sideways. Instead of the stack where they're upright and they're sitting side by side, we did the east-west setting on the baguettes. Now it's 9289. It is our 270 aqua. Yep, Sierra Santa Maria. You never would get that color without that particular origin. And 37 points in the baguettes among 4, so they're almost 10 points apiece. And we are getting ready for the huge blowout of a lifetime. Don't forget to call me on the Tanzanites that we recapped, or the ruby that we just recapped as well. But here's our 270 stone. So 270, big time stone here. The preview, guys. I'm going to be auctioning in a couple weeks. I'm going to be auctioning a 4 carat. The 4 carat, it's set in platinum instead of gold. Gold is more expensive, by the way. And the 4 carat is going to start at $185,000 for a 4 carat Sierra Santa Maria. The diamond weight is not much larger than this. It's got 50 points in diamonds. So if you are looking for an aqua that is the best quality, here's the way to go, 3 carats in size, and we have it listed here at $5,299. Forget about that. I want to welcome you in with the warmest open arms here. We do that via auction. I'm going to take this amazing piece, this $5,299. Again, you got big diamonds. That's the other big differential here, is that there are big individual stones at almost 10 points. We see a lot of big diamond weights usually, but they're usually made up of 1-point accent stones. Very different when you get into 10 pointers, almost. And then the fact that they're baguettes, that's there's a whole hierarchy of cuts of diamonds. And the round brilliants are great, but it's what the standard. It's like every single diamond just about in the world is cut in a round brilliant. It's that great ideal cutting. But as you get to anything that's got any step facets, whether it's an emerald cut, an Asher cut, a baguette, those are the ones that have to be what? A superior clarity grading. So they go for so much more money. We are looking at $5,299. I am so excited about this, because I'm going to give you a deal. And thank you so much for being here at this top of the hour. You're going to get rewarded in a really grand way. So let's take it on down, guys. We're going to make it better than $5,299. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're going to see who's out there, who's ready to shop on a Saturday, who's ready to save. Let's take a look at this on, get you an idea of what it looks like. I know you've loved the mounting. That's why we keep on bringing the big baguettes back. And look at how they surround that perfect aqua blue. Nothing's going to give you that color saturation like that OG find out of Brazil. Nothing else. There's just a special it's like a special concoction of elements from that pinpointed place on Earth that gives us that super blue. It is. It's like the super blues. We love it. Instead of a light, barely there color, it's brighter, it's richer, it's colorful. Look at that. Where can we start? I have no idea what it's going to take today, but I know this. I will find a way, because that's why I'm standing here. It's because she's going to find a way. Against all odds, got to find a way to move jewelry. That's what I do. And I am determined. I am absolutely determined. If there's a value to be had, you're going to get it from me. And we're going to take that $5,299 TVON price. We're going to discard it. We're going to make sure that's a was price. That would be a buy it now. If you want to say, nobody else coming in this auction, fine. You can buy it now at $5,299, or you can come on in and get a better value by participating in an auction that will not start at 5 or 4 or 3. I'm going to start at $2,500 on a Sierra Santa Maria that does not go for under $1,000 a carat. It's more like $60,000 a carat for that stone. Here we are at under $1,000 a carat, $10 increments only. We can only do the white gold on this one because we're trying to show off how beautiful and bright the diamonds are. So by putting it in yellow or rose, you'd really take away from the fact that these are such extraordinary high quality diamonds. In 60 seconds. Nothing like it. Best of the best. It's a piece of white paper down there, and look at the glow. Look at the blue color. No blue light, no spotlight, no weird trick of the special effects lens. No, it's just all about the color reflecting onto that backdrop, sitting right there. You see all that amazing color it's got? How about we take it lower than even 25? Stop the clock. We're going to do something better. I will get these phone lines rocking today. I will. And that just means you need a better price, because I refuse to believe that there is nobody watching that doesn't love that ring. There's got to be one caller out there. Listen, I'm not going to get 100 people on the auction. We know that. It's summertime. It's still summer. We got a couple days left of summertime, and boy, hopefully the viewership just magically changes that fall. I don't know if it will, but I know this. I know that I've got the values where if I have a jeweler out there that's trying to supply their stores for the holiday shopping season, you're buying it. I know that if I have a designer out there who's looking for, I'm thinking about getting out of the business because I can't do jewelry anymore. Well, this is where you buy this ring, because we are making it so much easier for you. And if you're just a collector going, I like big jewelry, I like fabulous jewelry, I like quality, I want something for myself that I can feel proud to wear and to own, this is it. This is it. And if I can make it so just downright affordable to where you would be silly not to get in on it, that's what I'm going to do. So if $2,500 hasn't gotten us to that point yet, let's make it even better, and let's take it down to $2,000 to start that auction. $2,000 to get it going. And it's still $10 increment, still a $5,300 ring. And now we're at $2,000 to get it going with those very important diamonds. And remember what I always tell you about today's day and age, when you're making jewelry, if it is gold, and this is, you've got a $1,500 baseline. What is that baseline? That baseline is a basic 2mm gold band. If there was nothing in it whatsoever, you need to know that, because at this point, I think we're going, well, that makes more sense now. If that's $500 for everything in that ring, doesn't that make sense from a value standpoint? I think it does. But if you would like to go lower, here's the long and short of it. If it's an obvious value, it's an obvious value. I think that is. If we need to do better today, so be it. I will get these phone lines rocking. Let's get more than one shopper in. Let's give somebody the opportunity of a lifetime to own the best. Not a good, not a great, not a really amazing. The literal best in aquamarine is here right now. And it will not be even 2000 or 19 or 18 or 17 or 16. Now there's no excuse. Because basically this is your manufacturer's price on a basic gold band, just by itself, without the aqua, without the diamonds. And now we're going to go to $1,500 to start on the whole ring. And I'm not sending you a band. I'll send you the ring you see. Instead of paying the $52.99, we're going to get it started at $1,500 to open. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started. That is a no-doubter. That's going to get going. How would it not, when you have a value like that? I'm not asking for any money for the aqua, any money for the diamonds. I just want you to help us out with the gold. That's what I'm saying on this auction. You supply the gold price, I'll do the rest. And only a $10 increment, which does not matter until we get the open, and we have got 35 seconds to get that open on the aqua with what bookends the sides with the baguettes, keeps it centered on the hand. If you ever need help with that, and you've got rings that rotate a bit, that bookended style of those two lengthwise set baguettes helps that to stay centered on the hand. And here it is, 15. All right, so I know we're all waiting for the big top of the hour and the bottom of the hour, and I know we're here right now looking at an aqua for $1,500, no open yet. All right, I will keep it. There's only so much I can do. I mean, that's the gold. That's the gold, and everything else that's more important than the gold, because gold's expensive, gold's important, but not as important as the Sierra Santa Maria that's 3 carats. And certainly with big diamonds added into the mix, that's not normal. The only other aqua I have today happens to be a 7 carat 39. And it would be this stone. That's my 739. So that, and that one needs rhodium. But that's the only other aqua I've got. So if you're looking for something a little larger, be happy to bring that out. And then let's keep on moving, because we have got a beautiful mint tourmaline pendant. We've got a paraiba in a tourmaline as well. We'll see a big time tansy. Look at this. Yeah, Victor, how can I help you? Okay, who's that for? You got it, Debbie. I thought so. So Debbie will show you. She's between two now, the marquise and the pear. All right, and you want to see them only on the hand together? Okay, we'll do that next. So real quick, we had the 63-point marquise and the 97-point pear. All right, Debbie, here you go. So here they are together on the hand. So you can see these two rubies, same price. This is, again, the larger of the two stones, and you see it's got a little bit more of that kind of open color. Oh, sure, she doesn't like it that way. She wants it this way. Oh boy, I'm sorry, Debbie. Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong, huh? And here, that's my job, is to try on jewelry, and I can't even do that right? Oh, Debbie, I apologize. She says, that is the way to wear it, Lolo. Okay, so there it is. Just the way I had it before, but you know, that's the fun of it. I kid, because you can play. Obviously, we all have different opinions and different, you know, likes and different ideas. So again, it's play with it. You know, there's no right or wrong way. It's jewelry. There's enough right and wrong ways to do things in life. You got to drive a certain way. You got to obey laws. You got to do, yeah, with jewelry, no. Just let your creative juices flow. Have fun with it. Nobody gonna arrest you for wearing the ring the wrong way. Yeah. Marquise is gone. And which one? Oh, okay. So it looks like we, while we were talking rubies, we have somebody who was kind enough to give us the open on the auction here. And who is that? Catherine's ready to steal an aqua, huh? Has she ever stolen anything before? We just had a marquise go out the door. By the way, that was 8855 on the marquise cut ruby. And we now have the open, so Catherine's ready to go. She says, I get it. I know what's going on. I know jewelry. I know pricing. And I am not going to let that slip away. Well, Catherine's at $1,500. It also means if anybody else wants to get in on this point, you got to do it now, because otherwise we know it's going. We know this is going to be, the reality is it's not going to be here in the next couple of minutes. We have the open at $1,500. Look at the savings. You've got almost $4,000 worth of savings. Kid you not, that is a $52.99 ring today, and now it is not. That is value for you. I think that's a value. That's not a $1,500 ring when I can't bring you the gold for that price, because this is not just a little 2mm band, it gets bigger. It's obviously holding up some very important stones. You got the 270 aqua, the bigger diamond side to side. We're gonna give it 2 minutes and send it out, okay? 2 more minutes to go, and that's it. We've got a $1,500 bid. And one shopper, one caller, one bid, one open. That's it. And now we're going to see $10 increments is all it takes to be potentially in it to win it here. So $1,510 is the next minimum bid. We're going from there. What an aqua. And our final call is coming. So please, let's make it a real honest. Are we just going to all default and let Catherine have it? Or do we want to give it a little competition here? Because it's only $10 that could take you from, oh, I wish I got in, to, oh, I got it, I won. That's the difference here. And you've got now 80 seconds to dial in. And let's try to make this yours. What a fabulous piece this is. And yes, we do have about 14 minutes counting down until we get to those yellow diamond earrings. I know. That's the hard part about waiting on those. I know everyone's excited for the yellow diamonds. It means everyone's just waiting for the yellow diamonds, thinking, I'm going to get the yellow diamonds today. But there are values here in the meantime, that is for sure. Okay, Allison, I have to ask about your bag right there. Are we, is that kind of a whimsical thing or no? Huh? Oh, your lunch is in there. Okay, good. Sorry, guys, her bag says human organ for transplant. Okay, so it's just a lunch bag. Wow, cute. Okay. I love whimsical stuff, but that scared me for a minute. I thought, okay, Jason, you're okay with it, right? All right, good to know. All right. I mean, it looked pretty official to me. All right, 17 seconds remaining. Oof. All right, and how can we help you? 1510, yes or no? Nobody else? All right, that's it. Final call, aquamarine. Sounds like it's headed out. Let's see if we've got, let's see, do you have 1510? Yes, no, you got it? All right, sold. Congratulations, that is gone. We are just a few minutes away from those yellow diamond earrings we will be seeing. We're excited about those. Reminder, here's our Tanzanite ring, $888. That'll be the most affordable Tanzanite of the day, is that $888 option. Let me show you this mint tourmaline. This is such a great looking stone. It looks like the colors of paraiba here, but it's going to be that mintier color, so a little bit more green. It's got great finishing in the back as well, and that'll be item number 112-9288. So thank you on the aqua. Enjoy that. Well done there. Very nicely done. Here's our square cushion. Well, it's a cushion with a lot of Asher type cutting on the inside, kind of like a little mix cut there. It's a 308, and it has 41 points in the diamonds, rounds and baguettes together there, including the bail. We've got one. It's 9288. It's going to be our cushion cut, and does have great finishing in through the back, as you see there. All done in this 14 karat gold. They forgot to rhodium the back. That's okay. I've made a little note about it. And it's a 308, and then you've got the 41 points. Mint tourmaline. So these are actually out of those new finds in Brazil. Very, very similar to what a paraiba would look like. There are paraibas that have this color tone to them. Just don't see them as often. So this one's new for you today. Really good piece. We had a match and a ring the other day. If you'd like to see it, you can certainly let me know. Holler at me, we'll help you out. That one's not going to be $49.99. Got to do better. We got some big discounts to do as we await our yellow diamond incredible earring of the day. It's going to be really specialty, but first a look at this one in length and size, and then you can see here the measurement's going to total about a 3/4 inch top to bottom here. We'll take a look at it on the neckline, and we will get this one a home. Isn't that pretty? That beautiful look that you see there with that. It's really a very bright, you know, we think mint and I think we think pastel. This one's got a very bright color to it, so it's a softer side of neon. I wouldn't say it's necessarily neon, but it's definitely got that beautiful clarity to it that makes it really spark and really gives you a unique stone here. So that one will be, how about we just blow it out under $2,500? We'll go $2,499 and see that one out the door if you'd like that one and one alone. Then we also have paraiba coming up, but it's a paraiba that's like 2 points. No, it's 45, but it's, again, it's got the blue green. So if you're ready to go to the blue greens, we can take you there, and we will have that on the way. And then, of course, a lot of beautiful sapphires. I brought out a pink and a blue. Wanted to show you a little sapphire presentation today on some of our rare of the sapphire cuts. Thank you. That is sold. Oh, actually, you know what? Who is that? Marcia got it? You know what? Marcia, give her an extra discount. Just because I love her. Well, actually, I didn't know who it was. I love you all equally. I'm going to make this, you know what? Just for calling in early, give her $200 extra. Give it to her for $200 off, $22.99 instead. Done. All right. So you're welcome. All right. We've got that one gone. Let's take a look. Two different sapphire pieces. The hot pink and both in platinum. Look at this. That is just, if you were to define hot pink in the gemstone dictionary, that's what it would look like. That perfect saturated kind of pinky purple look that you have there. We also have, there's a blue here as well, and the blue sapphire, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do two big discounts here on the sapphires. We're gonna start with the hot pink, and we're gonna go 112, actually 6842, let's start there. Platinum in a carat 46, hottest pink set entirely into this wider band of platinum. But that's not it. The diamonds, it's almost like those buckle style rings we see where the diamonds wrap around two ways here, from one side all the way wrapping around that hot pink on the inside as well. You see how that's finished. This is in platinum. I think this would make a really cool pinky ring as well, just because it sits low profile enough to be really perfect for that, that finger on the hand if you want to. Nothing says you have to. Obviously, it's wearable anywhere you want. You can see here that, boy, the way this feels when it glides onto the hand, that's where it is now. You can see it's got that really nice kind of heftier feel. And I know you can't feel it, but I'm telling you, I try on hundreds of pieces a day. It's got a nice hefty feel. You're gonna be surprised, and in a very good way, when you see how really chunky this is and how it feels, yet it's gonna be smooth on the hand. It just glides because of the way the inside is done. We'll go back to it close up. It's our platinum piece from $69.99. No wonder it's here. $7,000 is a tough ask these days, even on the most divine of pink sapphires. But also keep in mind, this has a bit of that knife edge detailing as well. So it kind of, what I mean by that, that sounds very scary. That sounds very sharp. It's not at all. I promise you it's not a sharp piece. It's just a term we use when the band itself comes to a point instead of being flat, because most bands are flat or rounded and they're just smooth. This is a little bit of a point. You'll see that where the pink sapphire is pointing. So it's pointing towards your knife edge. That is going to be just a little detail that just revs it up a bit. And you'll see that here. So see that on the right side. Great finishing on it. Great solid feel, heavy, heavy platinum. Blowout time is here. 7,000, not going to do it. Not going to get 7, half that's 35, not going to do that either. We are here to move some jewelry today. We are only 7 minutes away from the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime in earrings. Great giftable, holiday gift. Maybe for yourself, a treat yourself Saturday moment. They're coming up in minutes. This is not 35, it is not 25. It is not even $2,000. Oh my goodness, this is gonna go, make it $1,999. And then we'll go to our bright blue sapphire as well. That is going to be extraordinary. A bright blue, and it's a marquise cut no less, and it's about the same size as this one. So it's gonna have that really, really big presence to it. So that is gonna be a lot of fun, and that's gonna be coming up in platinum as well, okay? So $19.99 on the hot pink. Let's go to that bright royal blue. Here it is. Here's the, oh my goodness. It's kind of like, I'm not even gonna say it, but does it feel a little like the evil eye? A little bit, but not overt. And this is 112-7480. I gotta state the obvious. This stone looks like a 3-carat stone. And the problem is when you see 3-carat blue sapphires, they are some of the priciest stones we bring. Now, I know you gotta like a marquise cut, but this is sitting at east to west. So some people avoid marquise cuts because they get too elongated on the hand. Not happening here. It's not happening. It's east-west set. And there's even a slight concave, so just what we saw on the knife edge is like an opposite, where it's slightly concave through the middle, so that stone is set a little deeper into the ring. And then all of the tapered baguettes, they flare around it. So they're bordering it, but then they flare around it. Is that not beautiful? The way this looks on the hand is incredible. 143 is the size, 65 points in the diamonds. Lots and lots of those baguettes there. Stays as it is in platinum. First caller. Okay, what are we gonna do? It's a huge sapphire. Look at that, see what I'm talking about? So it goes down through the center, so it creates this valley where that's where your stone is gonna be set, but it's still, look at that stone. 2 prongs, V-shaped tip prongs there. Looks gorgeous on the hand. I'm gonna show that to you now. Oh, never mind, it's not gonna fit my ring finger, so here it is. That is going to be what you see from a distance away. Look at that intense royal blue. It is a beauty. And how about this one? Okay, the last one was $79.99 or $69.99. This one's $79.99. We can avoid that right now. Let's make it a better value right here, right now. Get you a great deal and send it on out for, oh, you know what? Make it the same price, $19.99 on the blue sapphire as well. That'll be it. Just $19.99. Do the pink or the blue, your choice of, or maybe get the collection going and get them both. That's fine too. You can do that if you'd like, but $19.99 for all of the tapered baguettes. A luxury style for sure. And then our yellow diamonds are about 4 minutes away. I know we're going to be crazy busy on the phone lines. I hope you will dial early because we only have, I'm going to scare you, but we only have a couple of pairs. So usually when I talk about something with this much excitement and build up, usually there are 50 or 100 of something. That is not the case with these yellow diamonds, and you're about to see why. So you're going to need to be very quick on the phone lines for as limited as we are on those yellow diamond button style earrings we have coming up. That is by far the greatest deal of the day. It really is. So we'll see that coming up. Plus we have a diamond pendant that we'll show you. It's a nice 38 pointer or so in a white diamond. So yeah, that's going to be here as well. And then $19.99. So which do you want, the pink or the blue? Is it the royal blue you're craving with that huge, that one looks so large, and it's tough for a marquise to give you a bigger visual, but that one certainly does. Here's a reminder of the hot pink, which you will be so elated when you feel the weight in platinum you're getting with either of those. Look at that pairing. $19.99 and totally different, but I could see one caller liking both. I could. And the fact that they're in that platinum, that gives a nice contrast with the white metal. We would always see those in white gold, so a white metal makes sense there. So you've got the platinum, hot pink, or royal blue. The blue's not too dark at all. It's giving you that bright, amazing color we love. The diamonds are fabulous either way you go. And those are $19.99 a piece. Okay, it's getting close to yellow diamond time. We are now 3 minutes away. I get to just show you one more thing. Reminder that we do have the yellow diamond oval here. We were trying to get a little auction going in hour number 1. That is our $5,000 to open yellow diamond bridge. So that's the carat 40 stone. Also have that Tanzanite, which is down to $888. This ring I will show till it's gone. Obviously it's going to go today. There's our Tanzanite with those red flashes. That one's actually going to be only $888 in platinum. I did have a Tanzanite pendant here. That is Blue Wing, and it is $1,299 for the emerald cut pendant. So there are some of the recaps from the show, and we are very, very close to our big special of the day. Can't wait to show it to you. $19.99 though, we're giving those a final 1 minute. We'll see who's got what. Grab them while you can. Make sure you get those, because they are just, I mean, those are fabulous. They are really, really fabulous. We have opal, by the way, huge emerald here. There's a big time emerald. If you're okay with yellow diamonds around your emerald, I talk like that's a huge compensation you would have to make. Well, I think that a lot of us are okay with yellow diamonds because they're really, really rare. And so to have them as a tiny bit of an accent there around your white just gives it a nice little extra luxury. That's our emerald, 1977. Oh, it was a great year. I wasn't around yet, but I'm sure it was a great year. And it's that item number that's going to give you a 121 this time around with that Colombian elongated emerald cut. It's actually one of our Chavor mines. This one is. I know we had made it before. And it was Muzo. This is a Chavor stone, and it's 28 points in the yellow. And it also has 74 points in the white diamond. So you're getting a nice mix and match there. And we'll blow that out real quick. First caller can have it. We're about 60 seconds away from the special of the day. Can't wait to tell you all about it. I love giving away jewelry. It's my favorite thing in the whole world to do. And we are going to make this $19.99 as well. Same price as our big sapphires. We'll blow out a big emerald and you get, well over a carat and the diamonds around it. Love the asymmetry of just this, like a halfway halo, if you will, in the yellows, but still that double halo all the way around, and even that stripe design down the sides. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand, so you can really see. That is definitely a bigger look. We tell you all the time. Most of you know by now, emeralds are going to give you about double the look of what they weigh. This one certainly does. Yes, it does. That's a 121, but because of two things, the emerald cut and the elongation and the fact that it's a less dense emerald, you're getting that much bigger, powerful look there at $19.99. Okay, so it's time. I'm so excited you're with us. It is no fun. When people miss out on items here, it gets to be one of those kind of sad moments, because what can we do? I know not everyone can see every show, but you guys know by now that after all these years of tuning into TVON, you know that the live show's where it's at here as far as getting in on these really limited special deals. And that's what we have here. There are certain pieces here that obviously you can't duplicate, or you can only make a couple of. That is a perfect example of what we have here. And really the only way to get in on them is to indeed be watching us live. And that is where y'all get the value today that you're about to get on 9134. This has been, I've barely gotten a chance to preview it for you because it is so limited. And it really takes us to the highest level. If you are walking down the avenues of the finest stores with the finest flagship, you know, the boutiques that are on Rodeo Drive and Fifth Avenue, and in Bal Harbor if you're in Miami, and Michigan Avenue if you're in Chicago, and wherever you like to shop, or if you just head online, I will tell you most of their yellow diamond pieces are only offered in store, because a lot of times, even when you're shopping high end, they have to be custom made. You have to actually put in a deposit, you have to do a whole like credit check thing, and they have to take a deposit and then tell you that in the next 3 months they'll be delivered. Because yellow diamonds are at that point, the natural ones are that valuable and that limited right now. So they're not always something that's just in stock that you can go shop no matter how much money you have. So there's that. Then there's the fact that they are getting rarer and rarer every second we talk. Every second that goes by, your yellow diamonds, especially if you're shopping for Argyle mine, because that's going to be virtually impossible to get going forward, we are still proud to have a few stones that we matched up in this case, gave you two of the big yellow diamonds to go in and be the real centerpiece of this incredible earring. I am so proud of these. There's 67 points of cushion cuts in the middle. We did not stop there. We're giving you more and more and more diamonds around them. And this is that match to the yellow diamond rings we've had that we have loved. Let's take a look at them. It's our big top of the, rather bottom of the hour. And look at this, a fabulous midway point of the show, way to celebrate a Saturday, where I was playing with these earlier. They're kind of an interesting, I do want to show you one in each direction, because there is ever so slight a almost off square kind of idea. So I have one set one way and the other set the other way. And I just want to show that to you because there's a subtle difference there, and then I'll make sure that you know. So you kind of look at when you put them on which way you like them, if you want to be a little longer or a little bit wider, okay? But for sake of matching them up, of course, and showing you their perfect matching, we'll show them to you just like so. But this is where, and yeah, I'm going to come in real close so we can see what these magical diamonds are all about. These are actually natural stones, of course. That's what we specialize in. Natural stones. Would love to hear from you and get on the phone lines here for these really rare specialty earrings. They are absolutely stunning, aren't they? And there aren't a lot of pairs to go around. That's the unfortunate part. Usually with big specials like this, we're going to need 50 or 60 or 100 or something to that nature. Well, this is not going to be the luxury of quantity, but it is going to be a fabulous way to reward those of you who are quick on the phone lines. And look how beautiful they are. The perfect matching of 67 points on your centers. So almost, they're right about a third of a carat, right? Right there, third and a half, somewhere in that, like 33.5 points, if you will. And then they also have 15 points of additional yellows. That's halo number 1. And then on the outside of that, another 40 points. You are getting a carat 22 overall in this earring. And why did I have them perfectly lined up and now they are not? I don't know. Are they moving on their own? They certainly look like they may be. I just want you to see the incredible, that's exquisite matching. And we have this incredible two-tone look that you can obviously also center post. So you can wear them squared off like you see, east to west, north to south, or you can do that little angle that we like to see where you do points straight up and down. So that gives you a little more lengthening effect. But we have a carat 22. And nobody's on the phone lines because y'all know. You guys are too smart for me. You're knowing already. You say, I've been watching TVON long enough. I can guess what the price is going to be within a couple of dollars because I know jewelry. And most of you, absolutely yes. And if you guessed $6,999, you are right on. You deserve, you got the gold medal of the day. You got the gold star. You got the big, big, big prize. This is a $69.99 earring all day, every day. We've had them many times before. The difference is getting a value. When we get a value, we pass it along. No matter what is happening in the world of fine diamonds, no matter what is happening in gold, no matter, we are giving you value and we pass that value along to you best we can. This is not going to be $69.99. I would beg of any of my jewelry lovers out there who also want the most crazy, crazy deal of all time, please call in now. Because if you're waiting, you will miss out. It is as simple as I can make it. It is as simple as that. You will miss out, and that's just a fact of having so few to go around. So little here, and yet a carat 22 overall, that's amazing. Now, they're not $69.99. This is a show special for a reason. Here we are at that halfway point of the show. They're not going to last. I know you're begging to see them on, and you want to see the size. Well, let me show you that. And let me get my earring off. And so I'm ready to go show them on because you're probably thinking, well, if they're $7,000, maybe they're on the smaller side. Not at all. There's nothing small about this earring. Look at that. This is a true button style earring, but it does have that center post. Now that's how I like to wear them. So there's a little more of that. You can do it, go squared off if you want to wear them that way, or you can just rotate them a bit and wear them this way. It's whatever you want to do. Let me show you the length that they're going to give you. Just in that squared off style, you see that if you are going this way, it's going to be a ½ inch. It's going to be a little under a ½ inch if you choose to go more squared off like this. So I'll show you either way, then you'll see them both ways on. It's a post and a butterfly backing. So you're going to have that really just all it needs here. And there you can see that length. So that's really going to be 3/8 of an inch. Top to bottom, and then closer to a ½ inch when you go point to point, okay? So I'll show them to you on. That'll give you the best reference point, I think. Center post butterfly backing. Everything in the back of the earring is white gold, by the way, just so you know where that stands. You can see there how they're going to look from a distance away. And again, I like them angled like that. It just gives you a little bit longer look, so a little more elongating when they're on, so you can see them that way. And we're gonna take them way below $69.99. No callers yet. It's okay. They're expensive earrings. I get it. They're not for everybody. But if you do have a yellow diamond, and if you do want to get a match, and maybe you're shopping for holidays, or maybe you're getting something special for somebody you care about who loves jewelry, you might as well call in because you never know if I might shock you. You never know if this is going to be that moment where it goes viral because this is the value nobody saw coming. You never know if we're going to just do a value that is still going to be that exquisite opportunity that we've never done. And I can tell you right now, we've never done this. We've only had yellow diamonds here for the last 6 or 7 years. I spent 3 years talking about jewelry right here on this set and never had a yellow diamond to talk about. That wasn't until later. And so now with the Argyle Mines, we're going through what we have left. I am not going to bring you lab grown. I am not going to bring you lab treated. I'm not going to bring you, heat treated or irradiated diamonds. That's just not what I'm advocating. So I spent a long time in the jewelry business, just committed to fine jewelry. So we're going to keep it that way. But that doesn't mean we can't give you a costume jewelry price, or a sterling silver or stainless steel price. Or that doesn't mean I can't make the real deal, best of the best of the best in the world, a lab grown price, because that's really what our specials of the show are about. That's what it's all about. And we're not doing $69, $59, $49. We already have 2 pairs gone. 2 people are such loyal TVON shoppers. They know the value is not the issue. They know that the bigger issue is, can I get them before they sell out to everybody else? That's why they've already said, I'll take one. I'm reserving mine, put my name on a pair, because I am not going to run the risk of missing out entirely because I was stuck on the phone lines on hold. And that's when we've already taken $2,000 off and could probably sell them out right now. For a carat 22 and mostly yellows, it's a deal. But you need a better one, right? Talk to me. Do you need a better deal? Will you be able to shop for fine jewelry if the value is unlike anything we've ever seen before? If you're saying, yes, girl, talk my language. Speak to me. Talk to me. Give me some help. I want the yellow diamond to go with my ring, or I want the earring that I can give to my mom or my best friend or my daughter or my sister or whomever it is. Or maybe you get 2 pairs. I'm not saying you can only get one. If you want to get 2 and you give one and you keep one, how about that? That is going to be a full possibility with the way I priced this deal today. 3 pairs are now gone. 3 pairs at $49.99, committed, gone, reserved and out the door. 3. That's cutting into our quantity quite a bit here. Do not wait. We are going to have absolute madness on the phone lines. You do not get a carat 22 in diamonds for under $7,000 any other time but now. And they're not $49, $39, $29, or $19. Done. $19.99, sell every single pair out. They're not $19.99. Please, please, and I know, Jason, I've got you in. Jason, Allison, Victor, I've got you guys in. I've got you in. You're all reserved. For everyone who's dialing in now, those phone lines that are ringing, I hope you can get one. I hope you can get one before they're gone, because they are not even $1,999. This is the value on yellow diamonds of a lifetime. Please don't miss out. Please, I am begging you, begging to call, because I don't want you saying to me, please make those again. I know I can't. I know what the answer is. I can't make these again. We have what we have. Every single pair is identical. They're all in 2-tone gold. You have a money-back guarantee. If you don't think those are the most fabulous earrings, send them on back. And it costs you not, you know what I would say when values are this good? Don't send them back to me. If you don't like the earring, resell. Make your money. Resell. Send them to the pawn shop. Take them to the local pawn shop. Truly, I mean it. Make your money. Those are natural, real deal. We're not talking lab grown. These are not treated or enhanced in any way. This is the ultimate, and each diamond in that center is over 1/3 of a carat. That hit the magic size. Yes, that applies to yellow diamonds more than ever. The stones are going up in value by the day. We have our representatives, so everyone's getting on a plane here in a couple hours. Our representatives have been in Hong Kong at the big jewelry show all week long, all week. They're doing their own deals. They're getting whatever they can. But I will tell you right now, we haven't bought a single yellow diamond. They're getting on a plane home. You know why? Because the yellow diamonds there are literally, they've gone up literally 200% since the last time we saw them in a wholesale trade show. Same diamonds. That's the difference, and that's been over a couple months that have gone by. Do you want to wait for your yellow diamonds? Well, we're not going to get any more, because if you think we're buying them in the wholesale trade, we are not. We cannot buy them out in wholesale and then pass along the value you need and want. So that's a no-go. That's not happening. This is your chance right now. Get the yellow diamond earrings. You will be so thankful you did. You will have them for a lifetime. You will probably look at those as your ultimate earring opportunity, because they're just so luxe. They're so glam, but they're still everyday wearable. I mean, who says you can't be glamorous every day? Stud earrings are the way you do that, but this is the yellow and the white diamonds together in a stud, so it just gives you a high-end elite kind of style, and they're not going to be even 19. Do we need to go lower? I mean, whatever. I would like to do a little TVON Saturday roll call. Let's find out if we've got some shoppers here, because if we do, they're going to be dialing in. I can't imagine somebody watching this show right now and not buying the earrings. Not at 19, not at 18, not at 17, not at 16. I'll just keep on going. And you know, there's a lot of people who wait for a sale. Sale? Excuse me, have you seen my Saturday price on my top of the, or again, this is the show special. This is just at that midway point because I wanted everybody to see it and be here and be ready, but this is not happening. We cannot bring them back. We cannot do these again. Our yellow diamonds, I mean, our Tanzanites are almost gone, and so are our yellow diamonds. I don't know what the heck we're going to be selling here, but it's not going to be Tanzanites or yellow diamonds. They both happen to be, actually, it's like this, it's this terrible situation where they're all literally selling out at the same time. And they happen to be our two most popular stones as well. Our two best sellers are yellow diamonds and Tanzanites, and they're all disappearing right out from under us at the same time. So this is why you're not waiting, because you know, you wait for the holidays when everybody's here going, I need a yellow diamond pair of earrings, what do you got? They're gonna be so long gone, and they're not even $1,599, and we've got now 6 pairs gone. So I've got at least one for everybody who's in on the phone lines here. They're almost gone. I am nowhere near my lowest price. You're getting a better savings. And so you're not paying $1,500. You're not paying $1,500. Operators, I will need to know how many you get. I've got you counted in for 1, but if you need 2 or more, please let me know, because otherwise we're going to be a little off on our count here. But they are no longer $1,599. I mean, it's a challenge here. We'll just see what we can do. Let's see if we can get everybody on the phone lines who wants one. I know this is the deal. That centered post, that butterfly backing, the fact that there's over. When are you getting a carat 22 in basic white diamonds? If I had 122 individual 1-point white diamonds in an earring right now, they'd be more than $1,599. I know that because I had these little gold earrings the other day. Do you remember? They had 30 points in white diamonds. They were in gold. Do you remember these? They had that little, like, they looked like the Portland Trailblazers logo, if anybody remembers. Nobody has any idea what I'm talking about, probably. But they looked like that. They had 30 points in diamonds. They were this price. Do you remember that? 30 points in white diamonds, little microscopic, little teeny tiny accents. That's what we had the other day. Here is quite a bit more, and they will not be $14.99. Do you remember them? They had this like little, they were like a little wave design, and scalloped gold on one side and pave diamonds on the other, and they were, yeah. Why? Why not shop something more elite, high-end, rare, specialty, all of that? Take a look. They are not going to be even 14. I got to go lower. We'll do it. This is such an opportunity. And all you need to do is get on those phone lines, because we will not even ask for $1,399. I've been looking forward to these earrings for weeks. And just again, only a few to go around, sadly. We will send them all out. Last call. We're almost sold out. We got 1 pair. Oh my gosh, 1 pair? Oh my goodness. We may sell them out before we even get to the lowest price. We have 1 pair left, everybody. 1 pair. 1 pair. Every single pair is spoken for except for 1. And I'm not to my lowest price. So if you want that one, I think we're going to be giving it 60 seconds and hoping it lasts that long. You need to dial. And again, get them home. Put them on the credit card. You won't even notice. And you will get those home and say, I'm sorry, I must have been charged $6,000 for those. You are not. You are not even asked. We're not even asking for $13.99. Please get a pair. Try them at home. Tell me how much you love them. They will be forever your favorite yellow diamond earring. This is really tough to do. And we are going, yeah, guys, this is going to be insane. We've already got so many people on the phone lines. I might as well say sold out, but stay there if you're there, because you might be the next one in queue. And we will make them $1,299 a pair. And that is the ultimate big yellow diamond center stone with the double halo. So $12.99, we'll sell them out. It's not a maybe or we'll see. No, this is going to be a sellout. We just can't get anyone through. We have very little operators. That's how it works. And so again, just make sure, I know that means a little suspense there as you wait on the phone lines, but stay right there. Do not hang up. Okay, we're just getting that first round of everybody who called in. We're getting them taken care of, getting their orders processed. Then we'll be right with you and we'll see who's got that pair. That is amazing. $12.99. $12.99 when I had 30-point white diamond earrings, 30 points of basic white diamond accents. They were more money just, was it yesterday? I think it was last night, a couple of hours ago. So Come on, there's a value happening you cannot miss. And again, when you do, the style is everything. Yet you always, listen, you don't wear, you don't have to have like, you don't need to be a big earring girl. There's still a stud concept. They're just a little bit bigger than like a single stone. A single stone is not going to be ever that big. This gives you a little bigger platform than just your basic single stone. You get that great value. We're giving it 60 seconds. We'll see if anyone's got that last pair. I sure hope so. After all that, this is time to get them. It definitely is. And then don't forget, we'll do some recaps. We've got about an hour left in the show. We have a Tanzanite still to come. It's an Asher cut that, well, it was, we had a little situation with the museum. This literally was on its way, getting, it was all boxed and ready to go and have, you know, it was ready to be escorted to a museum overseas. And the museum said that they canceled their gem exhibit. So, okay, so the exhibit in October is not going to be gem related, which, okay, so we've got a museum reserve back. That's a 6-carat 59 that was literally a few hours ago, it was in a box. That, oh, wow. Okay, so that's why. That's the, I called it the main museum reserve. I called it the MMR. This has been forever referred to as MMR. So I'm going to tell you about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to give you a really, yay. I know I haven't even shown that yet today because I wanted to save the reveal for after the yellow diamonds, but we're getting close here to the 659 MMR, the main museum reserve. And you saw it, and it's, I don't know, this is just called good luck. This is good fortune and good luck and good timing that we have got this one here for you today. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Victor, who was shopping with you, can I have some names? It'd be nice to shout out people who are here shopping today. Sheba? Shiva, love it. Thank you so much. And everyone's getting them as is because there's only one way. There's no sizing needed. There's no gold color change. You get the white gold and the yellow gold and you get the great size. And all you need to do is get your ears pierced if you don't have them already pierced. And yes, there's a lot of people who said, I never had my ears pierced, but I love TVON earrings so much, I went out and got my ears pierced. And do it because you need to have a great earring on. You need to have, when earrings look like that, and when they don't cost you $7,000 here, that would, can you imagine what retail would be? On natural yellow diamonds that are 1/3 of a carat cushions that are bright sunshiny yellow, and look how beautiful they would look with the, this is the yellow diamond ring. We're still awaiting a home for that yellow diamond, that carat 40 oval. And Jason, who was shopping with you over there? Richard. Hi, Richard. Just one? All right, you just had one pair go out? You just had one pair go out? You guys only help one? Okay. Well, all right, last call, last chance. Let's move on. We are 10 minutes away from the MMR, which is the main museum reserve. Oh, I can't get over this stone. I've been selling a lot of blue wings for the last 7 years. And I'll never forget seeing this stone in 2018. There's a memory of when I first saw this Asher cut. What's happening, Allison? You took your organs and you went even further away from me to not weird me out about your quote unquote lunch bag, yeah? Thank you for that. And who did you have shopping with you? Mona? Wonderful, Mona. Thank you so much. All right, so this is the, whoo-wee. This is it. Coming up in about 10 minutes. Was on its way. Didn't actually get on the plane, thank goodness. Otherwise, that would have been a pricey trip back. But you have got the main museum reserve, 659. I'll never forget. It was all those years ago. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Just when you sometimes have to say, well, I guess I got to get it home to see the red flash, and then you get it home and call me and go, oh, you weren't kidding. Look at the red flashes exhibiting, well, we don't have the brightest light today because we were without a light. But so that's helping show you what it looks like. But come on. You have been watching me offer Blue Wing Block D museum reserves. I've had the Block Ds and the Blue Wings for about 7 years. But I've had the museum reserves for the last few months. And now we're going to see at the top of the hour, if you were thinking about going to get a snack, you might want to delay that just about 9 minutes. Wait, please let me present this to you. Please let me at least tell you about it. Please let me share. And maybe just even because it's a Saturday that's a bit, you know, it's a Saturday in summer still, it's going to be a discount. I'm going to have to take that one and discount it. I will. So we'll do what we can do before then, and we've got a quick opal to look at and a beautiful ruby. We can get you a bigger ruby as well, so let me do that. We've got a couple of you were asking for larger rubies after you saw our wheel, and call me on the yellow diamond earrings and see where we stand there, and let me show you our larger ruby because I did find this one. Wow, okay. So we've got just shy of 2 carats. I can promise you this is going to be the most affordable 2-carater you've seen. It's 112-0606, and yes, that MMR is coming up at the top of the hour, 8 minutes away. Question? Oh. Okay, you're good. All right, so let's put this. Platinum, carat 92, 70 points in diamonds. Classic style. Does it get more classic than that? I don't think so. That's a really good setting style. It also is, look at this, nicely done in the platinum on the inside. All the glow we were seeing in 60 pointers and 70 pointers earlier today. Now we're seeing it in a nearly 2-carat stone. Yes, please. I know we had a lot of people asking for bigger rubies, so this is what I found. But of course, we're used to seeing smaller rubies in the show, so that just means we got to send this one out at a really deep discounted price. So you got it. We'll do that. I'm okay. I'm okay to do whatever it's going to take to move jewelry. That's what we do here. That's why the show is live. Otherwise, you could have a robot up here just giving you graphics or wheels spinning or something like that. And, you know, it's about, like, let's find a way today. This is, you know, on any ordinary day, sure, $89.99. That works. But on a day like today, maybe it's got to go a little bit lower. So we'll make that happen for you. And how about this one since we're running out of time till the top of the hour and that main museum reserve is coming out. Can't wait to share that one with you. We're going to do something wild right now. And I'll tell you, for anybody who's waited on Tanzanite, you're going to find out why you waited, because the meant-to-be moment is 7 minutes away. Go ahead, Andy. Really? Lewis in Massachusetts, brand new with us for the first time ever, never, ever shopped ever before. Wow, Lewis in Massachusetts, thank you so much. Did he get a pair of fabulous diamond earrings? Very well done. Thank you so much. Welcome to our show. All right, so now we get to talk about the 192. I don't like $89.99. How about you guys? Feel like we can do something more dramatic here? We're going to need to. But for those of you already asking today, where are the larger rubies? Can I have the discount blowout? Yes, you can. It's not, 45's good though. 45's good. 45's 50% off. I like that. We can do better than 4,000, than 3,000. You know, if you want to move jewelry fast, you just go into $2,000 on a ring like that. That'll do the trick. $19.99. First caller. That's it. $19.99 on a 192. Oh my. Yes, Jason. Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. Yeah, I wasn't sure where that one was going to fall. We're still working on some things. Trust me, I am still working on that natural. You know what? Actually, could we bring that out? Victor, I don't know why that's not out here, because I don't know. Let's bring it out. Yeah, so that you can also see it. There's a very special multicolored diamond ring coming up tomorrow. I was showing it to you last night. It's happening tomorrow. I'm still working on a little bit of the price tag, because I got the price tag last night, and I said, no, thank you. So I'm still working on it. That's going to be my little Saturday late afternoon project, is trying to pull some strings on the multicolored diamond ring that's coming up tomorrow, but I will do that. So that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Apparently orange diamonds are expensive, yeah. As if I don't know that. But we have there's a really, I'm going to show it to you guys. It's a kind of a cognac. There are big diamonds that are all done in this medallion style. And we put a bunch of these really good like cognac red diamonds together in the middle, and then haloed it with a big yellow diamond halo. So it's coming up tomorrow, because I still got to work on the price today for you guys. So I'm not loving the price. So Victor, bring it out so we can show it to you. I have a feeling that's what Jason's caller's asking about, because I was wearing it and all that good stuff. And so I'm going to show that to you. That is going to be happening tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have a nice price for you. That's always the goal. So we will share that with you. It's really good. Multiple colors, all natural. So let me just flash it real quick, because Jason, is that okay with them? Can they be with us tomorrow? Okay, because otherwise I could probably just, I don't know, it would just be a different price. See that? Yes. So that's going to be what we have tomorrow. So that's the one they're probably talking about. So that'll be tomorrow. So join me tomorrow for that. We'll probably do it at, I think it's going to be right around 11. So 11 o'clock Pacific, we're out here on the West Coast. Remember, we're Angelino's out here. So when I reference times, I like to give you all the times, but 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're not leaving the ruby here, are we? Carat 92 for $19.99? Okay. So top of the hour is 3 minutes away. We've got a fabulous little recap here, and I did want to show you there's also a black opal that's also here, and the black opal is very, very important in platinum. So we do have a 173. That's the opal, so that's a good one too. It's got a lot of those blues and greens, and then a few baguettes and rounds all around it. But we are not leaving the ruby, not a carat 92. Sitting here looking so pretty with that nice clarity that it has as well. That's so impressive. So $19.99, come on, we need to get that. That's just bright. It doesn't have brown or orange. It doesn't have pink. It's just red, red. You know, some of the Burmas have a lot of blue. I would say we saw that in our smaller stones earlier today. This is really just a pure, pure red, but crystalline, bright, very clean. All of that. You've got a great stone there, and that's not a $20,000 carat stone. So we got a $40,000 carat gem there that is $19.99 set with diamonds in platinum. Well, the museum reserve is here. It's the ultimate of our museum reserves. I'm going to get you a little jump start on that one since we're still waiting for this ruby to go. What a pretty piece. Just a reminder, we had a Tanzanite earlier in platinum, $888. And don't forget about the pendant, the east-west set emerald cut, also here as well. And then here we go with the ruby. Thank you. I'm so glad someone looks like is taking that one. I hope so. That's really the very important larger ruby we have. Anything larger than that, it's going to get up to that $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 mark. So let's get you acquainted with this one. And what a treat this is to have here today. Probably not the best day to show it, but we're going to show it anyways because I think one look at it and you probably want to know a little bit more. Tell me more, get me introduced properly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was called in on a day way back in 2018, believe it or not, so long ago, oh my goodness. I was called in on a non-show day. So it was a Tuesday. We've never had a show on Tuesdays historically. So I was called in on a Tuesday and I thought, I wonder what's up. And I'd only been here at that point about 2 years. And I was really excited because, I thought this is going to be exciting. We had a big meeting in the conference room. It was all set up. Clearly there were some, really important people gathering. There was some great security outside. So I felt like, okay, something exciting was going to happen. And little did I know, I walked in. It was so cool because I think as adults we have very few surprises in life that are happy and good surprises. So I was so excited to find out that I walked into a conference room here on site at our headquarters here, and the entire table was full of the most exquisite Tanzanites. Keep in mind, I have only sold Block D Tanzanites in my long and storied career. So what I saw was immediately something very different. And it was quite clear, this is in December of 2018. We're all getting, end of December, mid of December, we're all getting ready for the holidays and Christmas time. And we had a big sale going on. The shows were amazing. And yet I walk in and I see the most spectacular. I wasn't even sure at first, looking at the array in front of me, I wasn't even 100% sure it was Tanzanite because it was so beyond what I had ever laid my eyes on before. And I tell you right now, what has proceeded since, what we have brought you here has been nothing short of, I think, truly one of the most remarkable things that the home shopping business has ever done for its shoppers and for its consumers, to have such incredible material that, quite frankly, belongs in a museum. Well, fast forward to the last few months here at TVON in 2025, when we are literally bringing you just that, museum reserve. So many of you still ask, well, what is that? And I always think it's quite obvious. But it's literally that day, that Tuesday, it was hours and hours. Remember, the miners themselves were here because they were the ones that collected it. They're the ones that mined it. They're the ones that saved it. They collected it. This is back, remember, in 2018, this was not new. Block D wasn't mining in 2018. It had still been gone for quite some time. So it was really about a decade they'd held on to this, and really I'm not even sure what their full intentions were at the time. They just knew it was such a specialty variety from one particular vein that they did want to hold on to it. And probably the idea was to, you know, share it with heads of state. Usually that's what happens with really important stones out of any mining venture is usually they are oftentimes given to different dignitaries. But in this case, there was enough of it that it was more than just one or two pieces. So it was about call up our buddies here at TVON. That's what they did. Obviously, we come from a gemstone background. We come from a wholesale gemstone background. Design and TV and offering finished jewelry is kind of still a newer concept for this family. So it's really just rooted in many generations of just gemstone wholesaling, cutting, mining, cutting, distributing. And really, this is when you have great connections in the gem world, you get opportunities like this. And when the Tanzanite miners heard that we had a network now where we were offering and sharing beautiful stones like this with our viewership, well, it seemed like a natural fit. They presented the material to us. We instantly said, we are interested. I'll tell you, there was a hours and hours and hours long negotiation that really carried over to the next day. But one thing that was done that very day was the very best of the stones were set aside. And hold on, it's got a little something that's floated onto the surface of the stone. So let me just make sure you guys understand that that's not a stone issue. There we go, all cleaned up. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot floating in this air here in the studio. And it's, you know, yeah, so got there, it's all perfect now. And it's going to be item number 1129302. And here's the story with this one. Out of everything that we had set aside for the museums, which you know now has been coming out to you guys because all the other material was gone, you still had a lot of demand for us to get this material. This is what I called the MMR. It's the main museum reserve because there was just not a stone even among our museum reserves that did this. And you know as well as I do, the emerald cuts and the azure cuts are the toughest ones to show you the reds because they have that step faceting, not that brilliant faceting, but that step faceting. So you rely on what you're seeing there, the bright lights coming through. Forget about red flash. It's not a little red glitter. It is all out. Like there are moments where the whole stone turns red. You'll see that on the hand. And then there's also a 103 diamond weight. We kept it classic. This wasn't here a few days ago. This stone, being the main of the museum reserve, was on its way, hadn't even been on the air, hadn't even been made in jewelry. It was on the way to what was going to be the biggest gem exhibit coming up this fall in Europe. Well, that changed as sometimes things change or availability becomes a little bit different. A lot of the pieces that were going to be on display with this gem individually, it was a part of a royal family, and they decided, because they're going through some things right now, so they decided to hang on to it. And they're waiting for a better time. And it's a sensitive subject, so I won't get into it, but if you follow, you know, international news, you're probably well aware. So this is 9302. This is the main, kind of quote unquote, we've all dubbed it the main museum reserve. It is a 659. It was on its way to a European museum to be on display for the next foreseeable future. And everything changed. So luckily, they were able to give us a quick heads up. We got it before it went out. It didn't have to make the big trip over and then make the trip back. So we stopped and canceled that flight because obviously these are not sent via like mail. We don't just send them in a box. They have to be escorted with human beings with tight, heavy security, and so that they, you know, are ensured their safe and secure arrival. So what we did was we got this back and we decided, let's not wait, let's not keep it. Why not give it to our viewers? Why not offer it to you, our viewers? There is no stone too good for you here. No stone too good. So here's what I'm going to offer. We're going to get this a home today. What a day to do it too, by the way. What a day to bring you something like this. 659 Carat 03 Classic. I'm glad we put it in a classic, but we added really big diamonds around it and continued those down the shoulders of the ring. Here's what it looks like on. It can be, I do want to open it up to your gold preference, so it can be done in the yellow gold or the rose gold as well. Doesn't have to stay in the white gold. Look at this. Oh my. Just making sure it's all centered up for you. That is of another level. That's a whole different deal. And all we need right now, and nobody's on the phone lines except Jason's caller, who's probably picking up earrings, I would imagine. Oh, good. Never mind. It was the citrine with the rose cut. Thank you. Wonderful. I'll tell you what we'll do on this one. No callers. Put a price tag on it. Let me show it to you. There's a price tag of, there's the ring. Oh, is it only 1,000? Oh, never mind. Oh, 11, oh, no, 12,000. Just trying to get you excited. Because what I will do is going to get you excited. Because you don't have to pay $12,000. Yeah, we got all hopeful when we saw that one creep on in. Like, ooh, well, the mounting alone cost us, we put about, there's about $6,000 in that mounting. So yeah, $12,000 for the ring. Here's what I'd like to offer instead, as we are already here rounding into our final hours already has begun. We are ready to help you out. Tell me, is there interest out there? Is there anybody who wants to go to that kind of regal, really high-end level in your Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve? Is an Asher cut something that you fancy, that you enjoy? If so, it's time to dial. Definitely dial, because I will find a way. It's kind of my job. What do you do for a living? Find a way? Find a way to move fine jewelry in 2025. We find a way. And that way is going to need a lot better price than $11,000. I don't even think that's bad, to be honest. I don't, on a normal day, I don't think that's going to be a huge ask to get $12,000 on a stone like that. I don't think that would be asking that much at all. Here's what I'm thinking about doing instead. We need, and Laura, that is tomorrow's ring. Yes. I just checked, and I have, my phone's blowing up a bit because you all are asking about that orangey diamond ring I flashed. It's tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow. It's coming up. I'm still working on the price, otherwise I bring it to you today. It is tomorrow. So for everybody who's asking about what on earth was that you flashed, that round ring with all those bigger fancy colored diamonds, and that's coming up tomorrow. Yes, it is tomorrow. So tomorrow's the day. Sunday, the 21st, be with us. I'll probably do it at 11 o'clock Pacific time, okay? 1 hour into the show. So that's going to be tomorrow. I'm so glad y'all are loving it. Yes, they were. They were kind of like orangey cognacs, orangey reds, yeah. So here's what we'll do. I know a lot of people are asking about that. I'm hoping we can get the Tanzanite out here today. We'll blow it out right now. If you'd like this one, we'll put it on the auction block, best I can do. I know you're not loving the 11,000, otherwise we get a call. Someone says, oh, done, done, done. Here's what I'll offer instead. Again, changing the gold, getting it in your size, shipping it to you for free, all that. Plus you get your money back guarantee as well. So hopefully there's no need to wait or wonder, like, am I stuck with the ring? You are not ever stuck with a ring unless it's a final sale event, which this is not. So this is where you get the sale price and you get the money back guarantee opportunity as well. And here's what we'll do. Instead of even 10,000 to open, you've got a main opportunity here. Yes, the main museum reserve. And we will take it down. Instead of 10 or 9 or 8, and you got almost 7 carats in the stone, what shall we do? You got to realize you can put any price you want on a stone like this when nobody else has it. This is not your basic, like, I've seen Block D elsewhere. Sure you have. There's other people that have Block D. That's not news making. That's not what we have still. Block D is not Blue Wing Block D. Blue Wing is a very specific variety. It's only here. And that is a fact. We got every bit. We never had any of it rejected. None of it went elsewhere. It's all here, all with us. And you don't have to spend $9 or $8 or $7 or $6,000. And now, under $1,000 a carat for that stone. But see, that's after years and years of offering values. Sometimes we got to take it even lower than we ever should, even if it is the most important high-level stone. Please, please consider this one in your collection. If you have been one of those waiting for the right moment or the right piece or the right opportunity, I do believe this could very well be it. Because to put it very frankly to you, I don't have better. And there aren't many left anyways. So when you're talking about, well, why wait? Is there a better stone coming? No. Is there the opportunity where they're going to be, soon sold out? Yes. So that's what I really caution is don't wait too long, because there's a moment in the near future where they're gone. And let's not even do $5,000 to start. We need to get some callers on the line here. There's no, and I don't know how it looks on your screen at home. I know it's got, like, there's dust floating around in the studio because there's this weird air conditioning thing going on here. But I'll tell you right now, this is just, look at that, flawless. There is never a clarity issue in a Tanzanite. You're not going to have clarity issues. Just getting it, and every time I put it down, it kind of gathers. I think these are very They're almost magnetic to things that are floating in the air, because every time I do that with Tanzanite, you see it kind of gathers little tiny microscopic things in the air. We've got this stone, which is just second to none. I'll make it better than even $5,000 to start. What if we just go down to $4,500, $10 increments, and 60 seconds to get it going? With all the big diamonds around it, and there's your basket work, all carved to really mimic that side detailing. 14 karat solid gold, of course. That's what it looks like, straight up, just beautiful bright reds. 4,500. Here it is on the hand again, sure. Wowza. So I don't have to tell you to wait till you get it at home to see the reds, but they do become just even more intense, even more spectacular. Still can't fully appreciate the true beauty of this stone until you see it in normal lighting. So 45, don't have it, okay. Well guys, we can, that museum exhibit is not going to be doing their gem exhibit, so we can always send it to a different museum. Obviously anybody would be very proud to have it at this point. But I don't know, I'm also waiting for one. So maybe again, if you don't have one yet, or have been wanting to add one of the higher end cuts to your collection, this is a really good way to do it. All right, you've worn me down, guys. Let's make it $4,000 to start. Let's see if we can make this the moment that this great piece, I mean, doesn't get any better, and we're gonna make this happen. $4,000 to get it started. All right. Okay, I got a new opportunity for you. We don't have 4,000. It could only go one way, and quite frankly, that's up. So here's what we're going to do. I don't want to take the price upwards. We want to try and make this affordable, and I'm still a believer. I'm always a believer. I'm a believer, I gotta say. So I believe that there's somebody out there for this ring. I really do. I really, really do. We're gonna make this better than $4,000, but this is, we're already, like I said, I referenced this, we have over $6,000 that poured into that mounting. That's before the $659 Museum Reserve went in the center. So all I can do is this. I'm going to make it even better than $4,000. How about $3,900? Every little bit helps. I hear the phones are ringing. Probably have a verification happening right now. Let's see who's going to take it. You're not going to have a lot of competition because this is not my first auction today, and there has not been a lot of competition on auctions this afternoon. So that is, I think, a really huge benefit to you, because otherwise we would have started probably at 5,000 with bidders. Now we're at 39. Tell you what, I'll make it even better. How about $3,800? Let's go. I mean, it's lower than I can go on the stone by itself or the mounting by itself. So the fact that you're getting both together, made, put together, done, ready to go, and you're spending less potentially for the ring than you would for either individual piece, I think that probably speaks to the value. I sure hope it does, because that is what I've committed to doing, is value for you. And obviously, if I can't do it, nobody can. So this is where you've got a chance right now to pick it up, $3,800. We're going to, this is it. I think it's going to be my ring, which I'm fine with, because I remember so distinctly seeing this for the first time and falling in love with it. I hope it looks as beautiful at home on your TV as it does here in life, because it really is a very special stone, and I've seen them all. I've sold nearly every Blue Wing and Museum Reserve that we've ever shown you. So it's a real thrill to bring you this level of quality, and I think that things happen for a reason, and I think that museum exhibit changed last minute, and we got the stone here, and we get to show it on a day when I can, first of all, when I have to drop it that low, and then you have very little competition. I think it really just gives you all the more value that we really love to see, and we're in last call, so I will do this. Let's give it 60 seconds, because we only have 45 minutes left in the whole show, and we hopefully will get some requests here as well. Would love to show you anything you'd like to see from the inventory. Love to bring it out and share it with you, but here we are, $3,800. Getting it started, I hope. And there's your 60-second clock to get it going. No open yet? 40 seconds to go? That's it? 40 seconds? This is my ring? Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to be excited about that. I'm not supposed to be excited about not getting it open, but I am very excited right now about this opportunity potentially, because every single blue wing I've ever fallen in love with here for all these years, nearly 7, has sold. So it's so exciting. I knew this might be my lucky day, and that's why I showed it here. So anyway, $3,800 don't have the open. Oh my goodness. Well, here it goes. I mean, come on. This is the museum piece of a lifetime right here. And nobody to get it started. Okay, I will keep that, quite literally. Oh, come on, don't start the auction now. Jason, that better be a customer service call. Customer service is open Monday through Friday. Okay, Victor, what time is it open? What time? Because that changes all the time. What is it, 9 a.m. Pacific time? Until when? Till 5? 9 to 5? Oh, that's easy to remember. That's what like normal people work, right? I've heard that before. 9 to 5. 9 to 5. Monday through Friday. Perfect. All right. So, yeah, Jason, is that a customer service call, I hope? Please tell me it's a customer service. No? It better not be an open. At this point, do not give me the open after all this time has gone by. And I am sacrificing what should be my ring. Let's be honest. I'm sorry to shop in front of you guys. I know, it's like, is she shopping? Yes, I am. Oh, you better believe it. All these years of watching every single blue wing go, and now here it is, 3,800, the ultimate museum level stone, and we are not at 30, but we are verifying? Come on. I don't think we have the open yet. It's okay. Just trying to keep an eye on all my operators out here and see if anything's going on. We're good to go. Are you wait, let me go. I got to go out there and see. Let me go check it out. I don't know what's happening. Allison, you're not on this one, right? Okay. Tony, I don't know. Do you know how much I'm going to pay, by the way? Do you guys want to know what you guys think? Oh, well, she's going to get a good deal, right? My price is that price. That price. $12,000. Now, I'm fine with that because I know okay, this is how I always calculate value. Maybe that's because I'm in the industry, but I always look at it this way. If I can buy something, and if I know that what I paid I could immediately get back if I sell it, that's when I know it's a good value. And let me tell you something. I could sell that right now to the wholesale industry. I know every gem dealer pretty much there is. You don't do this 25 years and not get to know this small little circle of who it is, that the movers and the shakers of the fine jewelry business. You just don't. You don't. You get to know, it's a small little business actually. And I'm not just talking about the hosts and the people you hear, the talking heads you hear talking about it. Yes, I know them too. I'm talking about the dealers, the vendors, the makers. It's not that big a world. And yet, this immediately, just to a wholesale dealer, could be sold for $11,999, just like that. And if you're curious, my employee discount gets me that price. So it's not really a discount compared to what you're getting because I can't participate in my own auctions. That seems like what you'd call a conflict of interest, right? I mean, can you imagine? Like, I'm going to set up an auction for myself, so I'm the only bidder, and I can't do that. So that's the price I pay, and then here's the price you could pay. So with all that said, there's a better value for you, and I'm comfortable with the $12,000 as a value. I think that's a value. And what do I know? I've only been doing it 25 years. So again, and only have sold block Ds. And now I've got the opportunity to show you the best of the best blue wing. And no open? Do I give it 60 seconds? Do you have it? Wait, what's going on? Victor, are you on this one? No. But Jason is? Okay, Jason, you got it? We've got the open at 38. Well, this is beginning to feel a lot like my aquamarine auction that I had hours ago. So here's what we're going to do. It is at $3,800. Who is our bidder? Who is our only bidder at this moment in time? It is no longer mine to shop. It is now yours. Victor, I thought you were on this one, but you're not, right? Okay. We're just, okay, take your time. Take your time. Well, the good news is we have 38. The bad news is we have 38. It's a good and bad scenario. It just depends on what your perspective is. It's really good if you're at $3,800 and getting it. It's really bad if you're the host of the show whose, job is to get at least cost. And I'm a long, long, long way away from that. And we're going to give it our final 2 minutes because we've spent enough time on it. And we're all sick of me now. We're sick of the ring. We're sick of me. First of all, can you ever get sick of that ring? If you get sick of that ring, Tanzanite is not your thing. Because I think that a piece of jewelry like that, I always find myself staring at jewelry. And I rudely stare at other people's jewelry. I know it's so creepy and weird. It's rude. But I do. I find myself always staring at other people's jewelry. And then usually I have to tell them, why I'm staring at their jewelry. But I love jewelry. I just love jewelry. So I love looking at it in any form, in any way, shape, or form. I don't mind if it's costume jewelry. I still like looking at it. I like looking at all kinds of jewelry. I like to look at jewelry. I like jewelry. Jewelry brings me joy. It makes me happy. It makes me smile on the inside. This is your $3,800 opportunity. That's all I can say this really is right now. This is obviously, and I know you can't walk into a museum and shop. I get that. But this was the ultimate going to maybe, I would say, definitely the best exhibit for jewelry that there could be. Now again, it's yours to own. It's yours to own. It's not going to a museum. It's going to you instead. And whether you want to build a little mini museum in your home for it so it can sit in its own little display case or its own little maybe shrine, or maybe you want to name it, or maybe you want to have that little spotlight installed, call your electrician, have them install a little spotlight sitting right there on your stone. I mean, whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But what I know is this: we're at $3,800. We have one bidder alone. And you know what? It's going to be theirs likely, unless we have anybody else who wants to come on in here. And in the next 2 minutes, you got to make the phone call, because in 2 minutes exactly it will sell. We're at $3,800. It's only a $10 increment. And here we are. I cannot believe what I am witnessing right now. But this is exactly why I hedged a little bit on, do I show this today? Maybe today's not the day, but here it is. Can't take it back now. Can't change it now. We've got our last call. This is it. So we've got 38. And that's that. It's going to be long gone here. Henrietta, we've got some requests that just came out for you. So I do have some Alexandrite earrings to show you next. Henrietta. So stay with me well, wait a minute. Did I miss the clock? Uh-oh. Did that, let me see. Did we start it or no? Did I miss it? Let's go 2 minutes. Let's give it our final 120 seconds to go, and just dial in. And then you've got a chance to own it, a chance to celebrate, a chance to get the best of the best of the best. And here we go, $3,800. I'm just hearing Allison tell her shopper, yes, we are on TV. It is live. It is live. This is happening in real time. And when it is 90 seconds have gone by, it will be done no matter what. Even if you came in with $1 million bid, I can't take your bid. If you came in with a $100,000 bid, I cannot take your bid. If you're not in the next 80 seconds, then it's a no-go. It's how we have to say, like, close the auction and sell it here at the end. And our last chance is now. $3,800. It's only a $10 increment. It's any gold you want. It's your size for free. It's shipped to your doorstep for free. You have a money-back guarantee as well. And here it is at $3,800. Yeah, that's not one you're going to send back. If it is, you're not a Tanzanite person. That's okay. We all have to learn eventually what we like and don't like. But that is only the finest Tanzanite you will ever see or find. It is so incredible. And we're getting ready for some Alexandrite earrings here as well. Looks like it's going at $3,800. I thank you for your participation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have 30 seconds to make it official. Well done. And again, this is it. It's last call. Let me try it on the hand. Sure, one more time. Go true to size on it. It's got a classic band in the back. Here's what it looks like on. Let me just straighten it out there for you so you can see what that's going to look like. And it pretty much just goes sheer red. The whole thing just goes to pure red. So, look at that. That's not something you see very often with any of our Blue Wings, Block Ds, any of the museum reserves. To see that level, I'm telling you, this is just going to astound you when you see it at home. Allison, were they amazed that this is a live show? I know, who does live TV anymore, right? They were just like, what is this, like a real, like, this is like really happening? Just to call the number, just to see if someone really answered? Oh, that was nice. We really exist. We're really here. We're real people. I know, we're one of like the last, like, this is true live TV, you know? The original reality show. The original unscripted. Still probably the only reality show. We know there's no reality shows, but this is reality. If you can call a 659 Museum Reserve for 3,800 reality. All right, once, twice, three times, that is sold. Congratulations. Henrietta, we've got two different pairs of Alexandrite earrings for you. Option number one is $12.35. That's the item number. $12.35 Alexandrites rounds. The other pair, a little bit smaller. So I'm going to move those off to one side. Congratulations on the 659. So nice to know that's getting a great home. Then we have, I'll just put them side by side because why not? Nice to see them as a comparison here, don't you think? And then we have 4, 5, 6, 1. So if you have a preference already, Henrietta, we can just zoom in on your favorite. Other than that, there are the only two Alexandrite studs. I know there's an Alexandrite drop earring, but that's it as far as the studs are concerned. And so we've got the rounds either way. So you're seeing the information on the left side. That's 42 points and 45 points in the diamonds. That would be, and let me move them over still a little bit more here so we can see what we're talking about. There's the graphics, and again, that's for the left side, what I'm moving over right now. And then, of course, we've got the larger. I mean, they are very similar, just like feels like the mommy and the daughter, and yet kind of whatever works best for you. Obviously, the price is going to be a little bit different just depending on what you choose, but if you want to go to the right side, that is $12.35. That'll get you a bigger size, carat 21. So instead of 20 points each, they're going to be 60 points each and 37 points in diamonds. So you're actually getting more diamonds on the left, but bigger stones on the right. And either way, really gorgeous Alexandrites. And always rare to see the rounds, I believe. And whichever one you like, well, they're in the white gold. Actually, the left side's got to stay in the white gold. The right side can be changed. So if you're really looking for yellow gold, you might need to go there to the right side to the larger of the stones. But that is also up to you. So the larger of the two, the carat 21s right over here, they're going to be actually down below $59.99. We're going to do better. We're going to make those $18.88 for the right side, and then certainly more affordable here on the left. Only $999 on the left. Yes. Really? Sharon, and where is Sharon calling us from? Say it again. Nuh-uh. California girl? Oh my goodness. Sharon in California. Welcome, 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 welcome. Wowza. Now, if we have our requester out there who wants to see either one close up, like I already know maybe one of the designs appeals to you a little bit more, let me know, we can zoom in. But $9.99 left side, $18.88 right side, and I have a feeling they're both going to be gone in a jiff here. So really important Alexandrite rounds, 100% color change on either from the blue-green to the red-purple. 30 minutes left to go on our Saturday. Yes, the magic of those fancy colored diamonds in that round ring tomorrow. Still keep getting a lot of questions about that. That is an exciting ring, isn't it? It's beautiful, really, really rare. And by the way, it's got about a carat 16 in diamonds. And if you'd like to see either one of them on the ear, let me know which one, so we know which one you're thinking about, and then we can move right along. Also, want to just recap the fact we have the yellow diamond from earlier, the carat 40, is still available in the bridge mounting. Did have that a little bit earlier, probably a little too early on the show, but still here, just in case you want to know more about that. Also have a really beautiful diamond pendant, something very simple and classic in a white diamond piece. So that's going to be coming up as well. And we'll have some fun with that one. But $9.99 on the left side and only $18.88 on the right. And again, Henrietta, we've got drops if you'd like to see them, but I assume you're looking for some studs, and that's what they brought out for you. So that's what we've got there. $18.88 on the right, and really important stud earrings. I mean, it's just always tough to match up Alexandrite. So just the fact that you've got the matching that we have there done as beautifully as that is, that's always nice. All right, so we'll move right along here and we'll talk a little bit about this diamond pendant as we are just down to about 29 minutes left in our show today for our Saturday. Now our Sunday is going to be amazing. We've got the orange and yellow diamond ring, kind of orangey. They're all different colors of diamonds, so we'll get into that more tomorrow. But I did want to show you a diamond piece here that's actually going to be our good size oval stone here. It will be, item number is 1129084. And again, keep calling on the Alexandrite earrings. We can help you out there. And then here we are with our pendant. Now that'll be a 38-point diamond in the oval and also the 13 points in the diamonds around it. So a very important styling here, of course, white, yellow, rose gold. You'll get your choice of gold color on this one as well. And then give us a call if you have any requests for anything you'd like to see at all, okay? So we can do that for you, and really, really outstanding. Now also, this is our 38 points. So let's go over those carat weights again. 38 plus 13, total of 51. You're getting this really, again, simple elegance, halo design, diamonds in the bail. We went a little all out there. Sometimes a lot of simple designs don't have diamonds in the bail. We wanted to add a little extra there, and that is going to get you over a half carat, okay? So a really special look, major value. How about this? First caller situation. Here's what it looks like though from a distance. Got to show you all the angles here, and it does have great finishing on the inside. So that's what it looks like from a distance. And of course, now for anybody who's really nitpicky, of course, it's, you know, every bigger diamond is usually going to have some kind of body color. The whole point of showing you here up close is to show you everything there is to know. When you see it from a distance away, you see what it's going to look like to everybody that sees it all day long. Is a big white diamond oval. Now, diamonds have something called body color usually. There's always going to be a slight, subtle body color unless you have more money than you know what to do with and want to spend $25,000. But you're getting a big 38 pointer, so what we call kind of a light half carat. Certainly looks it all day, doesn't it? I would say this one's very deceiving, but in a good way. That stone looks huge. Anybody else agree? That's not a small stone. 38-point center, this is what ovals do. We talk about the trick of the ovals. It plays that trick of the eye where it looks very large, and then you've got the diamonds the rest of the way around it, including the bail. Didn't have to do that, added that anyways. Here's what it is up close. So again, you've got, I didn't get to the length yet. Let me do that really quickly. I should have this one memorized because, well, we've had it a number of times, but never with a larger white diamond. So again, keep in mind you're getting just over that half inch, that's 5/8, top to bottom. Bail is still big enough, by the way, for a chain that I wouldn't go wide on your chain. Don't go with like a really bulky, like a really, you know, if your chain's got a lot of girth to it, not going to be the best. You want to go with basic chains here because it's going to be the right proportion for the piece anyways. But then you have that really special, again, nice little bail. It goes the whole length of the diamonds you see there is the bail. We'll make this one, you know what, skip $9.99. Get you great value in a white diamond piece. Just simple elegance is what this reads. Really your classic style, your beautiful center, the fact that you're getting 51 points overall, and we're going to take it even lower, much lower than even $9.99, a white diamond special for you that, again, really, really big look. It's a huge difference maker there. Huge difference. It's not $8.99 or $7.99. We'll go even lower, and then we have last call on the show. Whatever it is you'd like to see before we go, let me know. Helping you out with everything and anything you might need from this jewelry inventory. Anything and fine you need, we got it. Here's what we'll do on this one. Make it $699. Last call. We got 25 minutes left. Still have that big yellow diamond in our bridge. Still have a really, I got an opal I need to show you. Pink sapphires in a graduated color. Have you seen the graduated colors in princess cuts are always amazing. Got a pendant for you that's designer on that front. We've got a big morganite here as well in a ring. So if any of that sounds good, let me know. We do have a golden pearl. That'd be a nice little addendum to our golden pearl we had last night that sold. Have a big heart-shaped necklace. Some great yellow diamond floral earrings are here. Look at these. These are beauties. They're big. They're a button-style earring and a floral, but take a look. If you like yellow diamonds, how pretty is that? With that big omega back style, great finishing on the inside, yellow and white diamonds there in that floral. That's an earring. Can get those under $3,000. I have a beautiful kind of a cognac diamond here. This is our bigger stone. It's a cognac. Definitely. It's got that deep saturation where it's displaying bright oranges and reds. That's a 101. Pink and white diamonds around it. That's under $3,000. Oh my goodness. We even have pink diamond earrings, a mint tourmaline ring, an imperial topaz. Oh, look at this pinky of the imperial here. Outstanding. Look at this color. That is pink and golden together, perfection in an elongated pear shape. Let me know. Now we have the opal coming up. We haven't seen much opal today. I've got an Australian opal here that has, well, it's a really, we may need to even iris down a bit to show you because it's got a lot of all the colors, but it looks very, yeah, look at that. Now we're seeing all the colors. So this is just helping to replicate. We just kind of close the iris on the camera lens a little bit so you see more of a normal lighting. It is 1126927, and that is a fabulous Australian opal here. Now that's a big, bold mounting. A really detailed, almost Art Deco to its influence here with the pave that it has. It's a carat 34 stone. Well, it's going to look a lot bigger, as opals tend to do. And then you also happen to have 38 points in the diamonds that go around it, side to side. Let's take a look at the way this is finished on the inside here as well. And also a look at the full double-sided nature of the opal, because it's natural opal through and through. Here's what it looks like on. You can see it here. And we're going to show it for a major value. First caller can have it. That one is not even $1,000. Look at how sizable the gold is. And then you have your opal and your diamonds, and it's not $9.99 either. We're going even lower. First caller takes it. This one will be a quick one to go, and wait till you see this in person. It's so tough to show opals on TV, especially the ones that don't have that black base. So it's a little bit tougher to see, but it's got every color of the rainbow: the turquoise, the blues, the oranges, the pinks, the yellows, the greens are there. It's all there, and a fabulous way to do October's birthstone, and under $950. We'll make it $949 only on that one. Look at that. There's the color. That's what you want to see right there. All those colors coming through. Amazing example of what we can do in opal at $949. So that one's going to be sure to go. And then also, if there's anything else you'd like to see, there's something you want to prioritize over something else, holler at me, let me know, so we can help you get it home at this incredible value. It's what we've been offering all day. We'll do it again tomorrow as we wrap up our week together. We have a beautiful morganite coming up as well, so I hope you'll stick around and see that. Also, still have to recap. There is still somehow, some way, our Tanzanite pendant looks like this opal may be gone. Our really good emerald cut east-west set. Showed it earlier. I know we have new people popping in throughout the show. So just with as many great Tanzanites as we have in rings, we oftentimes need pieces to go with it. And this is the emerald cut right here. Item number is 1129311. Last chance, last call on this one. That would be that 273. So it is a nice big size. To that Tanzanite, we of course do something a little unique here, taking the emerald cut but setting it east to west, side to side, instead of lengthwise, which makes it a little bit more unique overall. Has the 273 with the 3 points in diamonds, and we have just the one. It is $1,299, and almost 3 carats. We can't lose sight of that. Diamond accents up top. Great basket work behind it, of course, in solid gold. You do choose your gold color on this one as well. So a nice little opportunity to get it exactly how you like it. But that is a very, very important style. So $12.99, big old value there. And don't forget, we got to recap those $12.99 earrings. I still have a pair left. That's amazing. We had a lot of early shoppers on the earrings, but it sounds like we've got the pair left here if you need them. In the yellow diamond earrings with those big center stones, the double halo in the white and the yellows around it. That would be your last call at $12.99 to get those, okay? And then, of course, we've got that. Everyone's asking about it, the really important multiple colored diamond ring, all those different colors in one ring coming up, and that's tomorrow. So you're going to get to see all that finally revealed tomorrow. It's got 101 in the bigger fancy colors, and then it's got extra yellow diamonds around it. It's funny, I think there's going to be a really good opportunity to sort of get you a little better value, and I'll tell you why. I just noticed something. All the diamonds that we have in that ring tomorrow in the middle, they're labeled as yellows. They're not yellows. They're not. They're much higher end and much more rare. So yeah, that might be my little loophole to get you a big value on that one. So just a reminder, I'm going to show it again to you. Wow. Fancy colors in diamonds, in bigger stones. Set like this, remember, and then it's got the yellow diamond border around. That is, I mean, seriously, those are not yellows. What's around it is, but not in the middle. They're orange, and there's like a cognac color here. I mean, look at that. That's what so many of you, I mean, I flashed it, and a lot of you saying, tell me more about that. We don't see that. Those are different varieties and different saturations of orange diamonds throughout that ring. And then the yellow diamonds, I see yellow, but they're on the halo outside of that. That is that's going to be a superstar. A superstar tomorrow, and that'll get you well over a carat in diamonds. It's 101 just on all the big centers, and there are only what, 7 stones. Ooh, your lucky 7. Different cuts. I just love that. That looks like you collected them for years. It looks like you then had something custom made around stones that you invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into acquiring, and then you put it all together in one fabulous ring. So that's tomorrow. I know I got to wait because I'm still working on a price there. That one is not, I'm not satisfied yet, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Work my magic. Yes, here's the morganite. Whoa. Okay. Okay, pink. Pure. Yeah, this is going to be a morganite. Happy deal here. 112-6205. My goodness. That pink is not regular morganite color. That pink is making the rose gold look kind of pastel, isn't it? That would be a 307 pear shape, everybody. Not only that, diamonds completely surround the exterior of the ring, down the sides as well. Is a little extra going on the sides, like a little trillion, little notch detail on the sides here. One only, 46 points is your diamond weight, but please let me see it on the hand here so you can see how big it is. It's not a small piece at all. That's what we're talking about. Aren't you glad that was made years ago? That mounting would cost you lots of money today. We're gonna make it a whole lot better right now. That is quite a ring, isn't it? This is what most people don't have in morganite. They got the peachy tones. They got those light, barely there, peachy blush colors. That's a pink. Pure pink, think like pink diamond, but better. And it's no longer, oh my goodness, $4,999. How about those little heart-shaped cutouts as well? Between the center and your diamonds, you've got all those little heart-shaped details. Softly nice. Well, it's gonna be only $14.99 today. And maybe we need to show you that yellow diamond in the bridge one more time. Let's do it. Last call on the yellow diamond in the bridge. Last chance, last call. Did somebody get our opal in the yellow gold? I don't see a lot of opals in yellow gold anymore. It seems like every one of them I have is in platinum. So really nice to see that yellow gold opal that we still have here for $949. Let's get to the yellow diamond in the bridge as well. This is, I knew I made a mistake. I just couldn't help it. I showed it too early. I showed it really early. It was the first hour. I know better on a Saturday, but look at that. That is still available. We've got about 15 minutes left to go in the show, so I want to bring it back out. For those that didn't see it, it's 112-9287, and it is a 140 luxury oval. That is one of our bigger yellow diamonds in the house. Then you get, that's a VS stone in the middle, and then all of the 105 white diamonds and rows and rows and rows. They continue all the way underneath it, top and bottom as well. And a $5,000 open did not get the job done. I'll just send it out right now. It's the end of the show. We're there. It's our last call. This is when everything starts to go. If anything's available, you need to call in now. Get it for your own before somebody else does. That's always really the critical point where this starts to happen here at the end of the show. And here's where we're going to get this one at home, and I want to try it on because it is nothing short of amazing. And it doesn't look like every other yellow diamond we do. It's one of the bigger ones, yes, but it's also the way it is set. That bridge with all that pave, every bit side to side, nothing but diamonds. You really don't even see the gold until you turn it all the way over to its profile. And then you see it's really a ring first with two other rings that elevate over it that look as if those bands on the outside are holding the stone when actually no, it's a full basket underneath it. It's also got your 4 prongs. It just looks like it's hovering right above your white diamonds. That is one of our, I always love this as one of our really creative bridge mountings. I think it looks like one of our more superstar specialty bridge mountings, the way it's done there with all those diamonds every which way. It's not $5,000. It's going to be $49.99 first caller. That's it. We got to blow it out. Just got to go here at the end of the show. Only have that one stunning bridge style. You're getting 2 carats 45, of course, overall. That's impressive as well. And then we'll go ahead and recap anything else you'd like to see before we go, or can give you a little extra preview of some other pieces. I can dive into tomorrow's jewelry as well, show you a few other things. that fabulous natural fancy, we'll just call it the fancy colors because it's got a lot of different colors all together in that ring. We'll see that tomorrow. Very excited. I'm going to work on a very special price tag. Let's see if we can get you a really good deal on that. I don't know. We've never had anything quite like it. So it's going to be a real fun way to show off something a little extra special tomorrow. So that's going to be coming up. I hope we will see you all from 10 to 1 tomorrow, as well as, let me show you. I do have Tanzanite. This was one of those that a couple of you were asking about from last night. Let's bring it on out. It's 1123882. This is the round Tanzanite in a wider band. Now this Asher cut's gone, so let's take a look at the 1 carat 14 in the round here. It's a beauty, isn't it? Still every bit as blue wing block D. Got all that color represented really, really well. But then wider band, mirror finish gold, diamond side to side, still got your halo, got you all covered up, you know, really giving that beautiful chic look to that round. And then we have, of course, well, this price tag, certainly discounted. It got all the way down to just, how about this? It's only going to be $1,399, and that should be so much more just based on look at the gold. And then here's what it looks like on the hand as well. It's little tiny size right now, so I bet you we're going to be adding gold to it as well, just in the sizing process. Unless you wear a 5, you're good. You're going to have more gold even added to it, to that already wider band that is down to $1,399. Look at that stone does. You like glitter and brilliance in your Tanzanite. It's not a stone that usually gives us a lot of brilliance, but in the round cuts, it can. And you see that plain as day right there. $1,399. That is a very special stone. And that's a lot of gold. If you miss heavy gold weights in your rings, well, there you go. That's a good one. That will be more than sufficient. And then I did have some incredible values on zircons last night. We did have, oh, this sphene. This color change sphene, I was a little surprised. I know a couple of you were asking about sphenes last night. I have this incredible round. This was just debuted a few hours ago, just on last night's show. Look at that octagon cut with all the dispersion and the bridge. Yeah, this one's still available. It's 9291. Had a pendant as well that I know was brought out by request. Well, here is the octagonal, bright as can be, 238 in the sphene that changes color as well. 1 carat in diamonds in the bridge, just a different bridge than we saw with our yellow diamond earlier. And now we have quite the opportunity here for you on our $79.99 color changing sphene. This is perfection. So many times there's something that you've got to kind of look past with a sphene. Either the color's too dark or there's a lot of inclusions in a lot of the stones that you'll see. It can have a lot of inclusions, a lot of them. And you would see that. From this angle, you would definitely notice that. This one's just bright. It's just clean. It's about as spectacularly brilliant. You could never ask for more of like a firework in freeze frame is what it feels like. I mean, 4th of July doesn't need to be on the 4th of July if you have a sphene in your collection that looks like this and is cut like this, because look at that. It's your everyday fireworks show. And it's like the finale where it gets really good. 79, 69, 59, or 49, not what you're paying, and it's in a lot of gold. Of course, this is our famous bridge. It's what started all the bridge mountings here at TVON, is this particular style, this classic that I will also change the gold color on. So if you're not a fan of the white gold, if you'd rather give it that richness of the yellow gold, or maybe even go with the rose gold, which is a little nod to where it changes color from green to red, you can do that as well. That's up to you, no charge for that. But we're gonna make this one a lot better than $49 or even $39.99. And that's one where if you found that some of the sphenes just leave a little something off or just a little something left to be desired, I think this is going to be the stone you want to have, because I think that's the prettiest I've seen. And I've had a number of them. Of course, debuted them way back in 2017 for the first time ever on TV. And then it was years and years and years of not having a single one. Then, of course, this new collection came out. It was under a lock and key private collection from the miner. Kind of sounds like our Blue Wing Block D. It was the same deal, but far less of the material. And when that came out, that was more recently, and it was almost as it was an upgrade in the colors and the clarities of those stones. And you're seeing that there. How could that be better? I mean, tell me, how could it be better? You can't get more clarity. It's that perfect green color where it just doesn't get too dark, where a lot of the stones do, and this one does not. And we'll show it on the hand because it's still going to just bring the fire. Every day, every moment, every light source, bringing ultimate brilliance beyond what diamonds are capable of. And I know can you imagine for a second? Think about this with me. If I brought out our first ever 2.5 carat white diamond and put it in that mounting, that would be monumental. We don't bring 2.5 carat white diamonds. It would be probably 5 times this price, and it would not even give the amount of dispersion this stone does, or the rarity that this stone does, because it's easy to get 2.5 carat diamonds. It's easy to get 2 carat diamonds. We don't bring a lot of white diamonds because they're very much just not what our customer base is typically looking for as far as center stones, because most people have a diamond engagement ring already and they're good to go there. And that's usually what bigger white diamonds are used for. So we don't tend to bring a lot of them, but it's very easy to do it. Now the price tags are a different story. They're always in demand, so they tend to really maintain their value and extend up in value as time goes on. But this is so many hundreds of thousands of times more rare than white diamonds, and yet it's not even $3,500. Or 34 or 33. It's down to $32.99 for our 1 octagonal spine here. There happens to be a pendant that goes nicely with it if you'd like an even bigger stone, but that just is, it's perfect. And there have been a few of you asking me, well, is there a spine that's a little brighter? Is there a spine that's a little bit cleaner? This is everything. Color, clarity, and of course the brilliance. It is stunning, and then a carat in diamonds to go with it. That mounting should be more. Of course it should. Look at how much gold is in the mounting. So there is a lot to love about that $32.99 price tag, and we'll see who's got it. That's a beauty, isn't it? And then we do have that red garnet. There's rarely red garnet on the show. I do have a red garnet that's here. We'll flash that, recap that for you. There's already 2 or 3 people thinking about the spine, so we'll see who's got it. Not going to be long for this world. And then there is the red garnet, that elongated stone. Ooh, that's pretty. So we're going to show that one more time before we go. And then $32.99 on this one. 8 minutes left to go. We are bringing you amazing, amazing pieces. And of course, any questions you have from our show today, this is the time to get the pieces to your house. Okay, so that one, verifying Jason's caller here. Let's see if they've got it. Then let's give you a look at that beautiful red garnet that we also just gave you a brief look. I know so many of you missed the show last night, so here it is. 1129297 is our red garnet, the elongated cushion cut, and a 690 with 4 points in diamonds. There's a couple of bezel set diamonds on either side, and then almost like a, looks always like a butterfly from this angle, but you can clearly see it's more of a floral motif on the sides, and it's almost getting me ready for holiday. It feels like a poinsettia. It is. It's a pretty look there, especially maybe just think of the reds there as well of that garnet, and that's a real bright, beautiful red. And that one's only $9.99 to get you a very large garnet in gold. And then, of course, last call on our show. Tomorrow's going to be that. That's not the whole show, by the way. We're going to have the multicolored diamond ring, but a lot more to share with you tomorrow. So I hope you can join us for our Sunday, and we'll get you a great display of beautiful jewelry. And of course, anything else you have questions. Yes, I'll recap the blue sapphire from earlier. That was a great one. That marquise cut coming back out. So we've got that one coming out. $9.99. Let me try this on. That's a $9.99 deal. So again, no time to wait, because we are down to just a few final minutes left and everything's starting to go. Look at that. That is so amazing. It's like a spessartite, but it's not a spessartite. And that's the big key, is that if it was a spessartite, it'd be like $10,000. And I'm not even kidding. I have 6 carat spessartites. They are 10 grand and more. It's why they don't get on the air very often. This gives you that spessartite color, but that's the thing. Most of the pyrope garnets are really just browns. They're really browns with maybe, if you're lucky, a little tiny flare for the reds. This is a downright red. I think a lot of people would assume you're wearing a ruby. That's how red this garnet is, which is why we don't see them very often. We usually get into the mandarins and the savarites and the demontoids. This is that classic, but so much better. It's stepped up in the color, and that one's gone. And then let's recap this beautiful blue sapphire from earlier today. Still loving this one. I hope someone else is too. 7480 is the number. Thank you on the garnet. Here we go. Last chance, last call on the show. This is our platinum setting, a carat 43 in the marquise cut. Isn't that, I still just think if we had the opportunity to do more mountings like that, we would. With all the platinum and lined with baguettes, top and bottom, all tapered so they really go up and over, really showing off the cut of that stone, which is that rare marquise. And it is a, wow, this was so much money. And that's why I'm just so happy we reduced it. 65 points in diamond weight, solid platinum, and it went from $79.99, because it's an enormous blue sapphire. Don't see many blue sapphires that get a carat and a half in size. This one is, it's not going to fit on my ring finger, so I'll show it on the pinky, even though we will size it for you to fit wherever you want it to fit. but that's what it looks like from a distance away. Marquise, east-west set. Look at that bright royal blue coming through. And this one is down to $19.99. So that's going to be one to go here as well. End of the show, 5 minutes away. What else can we show you? What else can we just highlight on the air before we go? It's go time. This is it to get your favorites from today. 3 hours of jewelry, amazing ideas. Don't forget about the Tanzanite pendant. We had an $888 Tanzanite ring as well if you want to get our most affordable Tanzanite option that we have remaining. Who was shopping the garnet back there? Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Well done. And yes, we will. We've got our last call. Don't forget about those yellow and white diamond earrings. We're going to end on those because I just want to show them one more time. And this is one of those values you will not see again. It's just as simple as I can make it. And we didn't talk about, you know, these are not ordinary stones. These are not basic diamonds. There's anything but here with the luxury that is your yellow diamond centers at over 1/3 of a carat and 91.34. Now, I have some news here because I know we sold these out. And I just got the little post-it here that says that somebody who took 2 pairs decided they only need 1 because I think they were waiting to see and, you know, seeing if they're, my understanding is checking to see if they already had a pair. So here's what we're doing. They took 1 instead of 2. So now we get to talk about this last pair left because they were sold out a few minutes ago and I just got confirmation that we do have a pair left for you. Very exciting here with your 67 points in the centers. That's just your center cushion cut in the bright, beautiful, saturated yellows you see. That means each stone is over 1/3 of a carat. Okay, so they're over 1/3 of a carat, hit that important size. And then of course you get the white diamonds and the yellow diamonds around them, double halo, carat 22 overall. Still so impressed with what we were able to put together for you to make this really the special of the whole day. When you consider how rare these are, how much they should be, the $69.99 look all day long, and now so much better than that. 1 pair left, okay? They were sold out. I know we didn't have an opportunity to call back every single person who already missed out on them, so it's a free-for-all for those that are waiting now. Or maybe you didn't see them. Maybe you joined us since they were on the air. Weren't aware they were here. $69.99 was not your price today. They are $1,299 for those incredible earrings. And that gets you, I'm serious, 122 in diamonds. You would never get that in white diamonds for that price. Here are big yellows, followed by yellow halos, followed by white diamond halos, and the whole earring is $1,299. Take them while they're still here. I better get something else to show you because those are not sticking around. 1 pair left, those aren't staying. No way, I wish they would. I could literally, we could stay on the air another 3 hours and just sell these. That's the kind of value we have here. And just wait as Saturday audience folks trickle in and show them to, we only get 2 more minutes on the air. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to give you the yellow diamond earring of a lifetime because when we've had these in the past, they've been $7,000. I've had the same earrings in the past many years ago. Value equates to value. We always pass along the savings we get, great deals we get, great opportunities we get, and sometimes we just have to make a deal happen. Sometimes a Saturday is meant for savings. We do exactly that. Give you those values, give you those breakdowns, and give you those discounts because it was our value of the day. Now tomorrow we're back same time, 10 to 1 Pacific time. That is 1 to 4 Eastern. We're going to have, among many others, that fancy diamond ring with all those different colors. We are going to have that tomorrow among many other different highlights. So we hope to see you here on the show, ready to shop for our big Sunday. Can't wait. $12.99 for the earrings. The last pair is still here. I don't think Allison's getting that last pair yet, is she? So we've still got that last pair available if you'd like to get them. And 1 final minute left to go. And then if there's anything else, of course, anything else you have questions on or want to check availability, great time to do it is now. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines stay open for us for a couple minutes. And we can help you out with anything else that you are interested in or would like to know if it's still available or if there is anything you'd like to make sure that we have ready to go to show you tomorrow. We're happy to take those calls as well and get you all ready and set up. So fabulous opportunity there, $12.99 last pair. They look amazing on. I will show you real quick what one looks like on because that really certainly helps to get a sense of the size and also see how really unique they are. They are just fabulous. Look at that. Look at that. I like to wear them at an angle like that. You can do whatever you want. Square it off like they're sitting on the wheel or at an angle like that, however you like to do it, but that is the way you get your enormous yellow diamond center stones over 1/3 of a carat. Thank you so much for joining me today. Mwah. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you being here, watching and shopping. Special welcome to all of our new shoppers as well. And we'll go back to our wheel. Keep calling. We're here for a couple minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We will see you then. Have a lovely Saturday.